Welcome back to the Joey Moments podcast. He's Joey. He has Joey Moments. And today he is joined by...
You should start over. That killed the vibe.
Yeah, I will. Hello and welcome to the season finale of the Joey Moments podcast for 2024. My name is Joey. I have Joey Moments.
I'm Nathan.
Oh, I'm Tilo. I'm just pouring whiskey.
I'm Eric.
And I'm Z.
And I'm Joey. And this is a lot of people. Holy shit. This took us, we've been setting up for what, like a half hour, 45 minutes?
Something like that.
And by we, I mean Tarek.
That's why I'm pouring the drink.
Because we're such a good group of friends that, Tarek, no, that we,
About left the host out.
I didn't see your cup.
that we all basically just let Tarek do everything. I tried to help, but Tarek does this professionally.
To be fair.
To be fair, a lot of this stays set up.
Thank you.
But this will be the last episode you see with the basement. So that's exciting. We'll be moving it somewhere. That will be a secret until the behind the scenes video comes out right before season 2, which will come out first week of January. We're pushing it back so that we have time to actually move the setup and get everything set up because I have a lot of stuff to buy. Because next season will be a little bit more like this with probably 3 to 4 people every week, which is going to be fun. And you guys are stupid. What
My
are you
glass
guys?
is already melting.
Well, it wasn't in the freezer for all that long.
Are we cheersing?
Yeah, we're cheers. Yeah, cheers to a successful season of Joey Moments.
Oh, you brought your own Heaven Hill. Okay.
I was like, oh my God, you filled, it has Coke in it too. I was like, Nathan's got a heavy
You are
pour.
ready for the podcast.
Oh, that's fucking good.
I really like Blends.
But
Blends is so good. Blends
I feel like
is
I'm being
delicious.
silently judged for my...
Can I try it?
Yeah, I can. I feel like I'm being judged for being the only one drinking whiskey and Coke, but I would like for you to try my ratio of Coke to whiskey and tell me if it's redeemable.
Oh, I'll show you a ratio.
So for everyone who doesn't know, these are the infamous Lads video editors. They worked together for God knows how long to make the Lads videos. And it started off with just you, Tarek.
Yes.
And that was 2018? End of 2019, early 2019?
The beginning of 2019. I took it home on my shitty laptop and decided to edit it all in a nut. Well, no, it was a couple nights. We just had a lot of videos. So I was like, all right, let's just do this.
Yeah, and then that turned into the full feature-length Lads movie and Lads videos that we watched the past 2 years, which so disappointed that we won't get one, but it's you guys will have an actual December to enjoy life again.
Dude, that's what I cannot wait for, actually, is... well, the thing is, it's a blessing and a curse because I'm not going to know what to do with myself in December because I'm actually going to be, like, home. Usually I travel to like, Boston, but I'm going to be home and I'm going to have my December to not edit other than for work and stuff like that.
You're finally going to get off of work and not do
not-
your job.
Yeah. It's weird, right?
Yeah, Tarek had to get off of work today and come set up a podcast.
Well, I mean, it's better than right now. I'm just moving files around right now because we're having to do we're transferring all of our videos and like assets to a storage server.
Oh, to a NAS?
Yeah, to a NAS.
Nice.
And it is about 70 terabytes of data that I'm having to organize.
Oh, Jesus.
And it's a lot of fun.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
That's a lot of terabytes.
A lot of terabytes.
Me when I terabyte.
So I guess
You know, a little toasty?
A little
Whiskey
toasty.
heating you up.
I don't know that you guys have really ever gone on record talking about the process that you guys did to make the Lads video, because it's a lot. I mean, this year's video was what, what was the final runtime? Like
2 hours and
10
15 minutes.
Something like
It was
that,
over
yeah.
2 hours.
15
Yeah,
minutes.
2:15, I think.
I mean, I know for the three of you, you guys kind of planned it ahead of time. Z, I know you worked on it, but you weren't really heavily involved in the tone and the vibe of this year's video.
No, not this one.
What did that process look like, I guess? Because, I mean, for our friends, they submit clips in November and then 2 months later, there's a video. and it's compiled and edited and it's really amazing. But I mean, how did, like, when you guys approached this year, I guess specifically, because this was really nostalgic. It was the end. It was a retrospective of, you know, our friendship so far. Where did you start with that?
Well, Joey, it all started when Nathan put a message in the Lads Video group chat randomly saying, "Hey, so I know this is going to be the last one," and then we were like, "Wait, what?" And then he was
Nathan
like,
made
"Yeah,
that
so
call.
this year, since it's going to be the last Lads Video, I think we should do something really special."
No,
I don't think I said that.
No, you did. But you were the one who like hinted that you wanted it.
I was the one who initially
Yeah.
brought up the idea of it being the last one.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
Like,
And
I'm tired of this shit.
these are fucking losers, man. That was
Make us do all this working for what?
Yeah. No, it's because I feel like we just all had got to the point where, like, I don't know, you just continually top what you're doing each and every single year. And I mean, like, it's kind of easy to get burned out after a while, but it wasn't more that we were tired of it. It was more we were afraid that the quality was going to start going downhill after a
We're gonna
while.
have the Fast and Furious 10, but
Yeah.
like lads,
The lads,
you know what
yeah.
I mean? We
Well-
wanted to end on a high note. You
Yeah.
know?
Well, and you know, and you guys left the door kind of open for other people to take up the mantle as long as they don't call it a Lads Video.
Yeah.
So someone can do, you know, whatever they want, but
That,
that's a lot of work.
yeah. So that was the thing though. Like, you know, when this kind of all started, you know, the first video was 11 minutes long and half of it was just like a video of my dog because I needed to fill time or something like that. But like the whole,
You had to get that ad rev. You
I had
needed the
to
mid
get the
rolls.
ad rev. I needed the mid rolls. But like it was funny because like it literally started and it was like I threw that shit together and then all of a sudden it was just like and Nathan immediately was like, "Hey, I have next year, so I want to try this," you know. And then from there, then it was me and Nathan. We're like, the next year we're gonna combine it, and then after that, and then it was me, Nathan, Eric, and then it was Z joined, and then the last 2 years for that. But it was always just like kind of something like for our friends. I mean, even just like with the amount of people that show up to each video, because like I said, like the first video, I think we only had 10 people shoved into my basement.
He was the OG lad.
The OG. And then, you know,
I got it sent to me because I lived in Florida.
Yeah.
I watched it on my
like,
TV that was
yeah.
plugged
Did
into
you
my
live in
computer.
Florida for the first one?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I was not here for the first one. I watched the
Nice.
second one.
Did you make the first one? Any videos in that?
I think
No.
there's
I
a
don't-
single clip of me.
There
might
is
be.
a clip of me and Joey in his truck when
Yeah.
he drove the truck. I don't know if that was the first one.
I don't remember, but there's a singular like frame of me. I'm in it, but I'm not in it.
Yeah. No, that's
I
fair.
was like an associate of the lads at that point, which is really weird to think about because
You've known us all for so long. And
but yeah, end of high school, early college was Joey was an associate.
it was sad ending it though, because it was like, for me specifically, since I started it, it was like I felt like I was kind of losing my baby a little bit. My baby's going off to college, growing up, doing bigger and better things. That's what it felt like. And but that's why this year we wanted to make it so that it was like way more nostalgic and stuff because, you know, I mean, we've been going to the Ozarks now for 6 years. Next year's going to be the 7th. And then, you know, that was the 6th Lads video. To be honest, what was it? We named Lads 5 the Lads movie,
This
but
was-
this
this was the Lads
6
movie.
was the Lads movie.
This one was more like the lads documentary.
I guess that kind of
Yeah.
follows the
Yeah.
trend though of like the sequel is better than the original.
Yeah.
I
you
guess,
can
well, it
consider
was just-
Lads movie
Star
too.
Wars would like to have a word.
Well, no.
Well, I mean,
Empire Strikes
Empire
Back is
Strikes
better
Back
than
is
A New
better
Hope.
than A New Hope.
Oh,
The
I was kind of
sequel
talking
is-
about the series. Like,
Oh,
okay.
no, we're gonna get. So wait, are you saying, Eric, that in 20 years you're gonna sell the lads video rights to Disney and they're gonna make a sequel?
How much are
trilogy?
they gonna pay me?
Prequel
How much are they gonna pay me?
Trilogy. Trilogy.
Yeah, in your 50s, Tarek, you're gonna come back and direct the lads movie prequel trilogy.
And then we'll go back 20 years later and,
And I won't know how
CGI
to
the
write
shit out of it.
dialogue.
And then
No.
one of us is gonna die, and they're gonna have to like CGI us into the video for the
Oh,
rest
God.
of it.
That oh geez. Well, I mean, it's just interesting because we saw the trailer or the teaser, I guess. It wasn't really so much a trailer at Lads Giving last year. So we're coming up on a year of that, which was, I mean, God, you had half the room in tears, which I mean, impressive that you got some of our friends who I love very dearly, but some of our friends who don't show emotion hardly ever. And you had them with teary eyes. And I was like, oh, fuck.
That was their fault, to be honest. They chose the song.
That's
He
good.
chose the song.
Nathan chose the song.
I did choose a song.
That's good. I mean, just like Nathan did Blink 182 song.
Hey, it worked though.
It did
But-
work.
The
No, it
album
did.
and
Let it be
everything
known.
that came out, that was like perfect timing. For
Let
all
it be
that.
known that in every single Lads video, there has since Bitch Lasagna, there has always been a PewDiePie song, and I have always used a Blink 182 song in any part that I've done.
You know,
Usually it's in the funny gamer montage when I throw
Yeah.
Blink 182 in the background.
we're talking about the Lads video. Have you ever talked about the Lads video on the podcast? Do your
I think
listeners,
we-
other than the Lads, know what that is?
I think it's
I
been
think
mentioned.
we've mentioned it. I don't know that we've broken it down.
Why don't
Well,
someone go into an
There's
Well,
actually
so-
a
yeah,
great
so-
video
I think
by a
the
YouTuber I
last
know
time-
named T-Law that explained it pretty
I think the
well.
last time it was brought up for sure was, I think you mentioned it on the episode with Sam and Anna.
I think it probably was. But I mean, so the Lads video for people who aren't in our immediate friend group, it essentially every year for the past, you guys did it for what, 5 years? 6 years?
6 years?
So for 6 years, these losers would sit together for a couple months and put together a compilation of our real life clips, stuff that we'd gotten on Snapchat or people had filmed, our gaming clips that we had clipped, Twitch stream clips. I know I have an infamous Twitch moment that's in one of them.
Jamie, can we pull that up?
This last year,
We can.
you guys went through and interviewed almost everybody. There were only a couple people that you guys weren't able to interview.
Like 20 something.
I think we got 30 interviews.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very few people
It
did you
was
guys not get.
880
Oh, it was-
gigs of footage.
It was 20 something interviews, but 30 plus people total.
yeah.
That's just
combined.
insane to
It
me.
was 880 gigs of just interview clips.
Yep, taking up a
alone.
quarter of my home server.
I mean, it took up
God.
basically my entire drive. I only had a 1 terabyte, not 2 on there.
I can sell you a 4 terabyte drive for $299.
Why would I do that when I can just go to Z and find one he found in a back alley?
I have one of those in my computer.
I have
Actually,
one of those in my computer.
that's
right
my game drive.
That's so fucking funny. Oh
Dude,
my
I
God.
remember, dude, living with you was always the funniest thing. Just because I would come home and me and Z had the basement, and there was just a graveyard of just computer parts. That he's like, hey, you want any of this or whatever? I'm like, sure.
Yeah, I
And-
used to work at, Redacted computer repair shop. And they were like, yeah, people were just bringing in, their fucking recycled computers. I'm like, okay, I'm going to take almost everything out of this. This is not going to my boss.
Yeah. Well, it's just funny. I remember you gave me a drive one time that nearly killed my computer.
Oh, it killed every computer it touched.
Actually, yeah, it was like, what was it? If it was plugged in,
Why
it
were you
just-
giving that to someone?
We
It was
didn't
funny.
know.
It was funny.
Oh, okay.
We eventually wrote on the drive is fucked, and we put it outside in the rain.
We had that happen. We were at work and a customer
Put
was
it on a
like,
random Best Buy shelf.
Jesus.
That would be
and,
good.
And a customer was like, this isn't working. My Mac doesn't work. Every drive we tried to put in, or like we'd take out the drive, and every workstation we'd put it in to mount so that we could make a backup of it. It would get about 20 seconds into the backup and restart the Mac.
Oh, dude, no, this drive, literally, if it was plugged in, the computer would not turn on.
I have a flash drive like
Oh
that.
my God.
Yeah,
Yep.
it was like, it would,
I can get you a flash drive that'll do
Instantly
that,
break it.
except your computer will never turn on again.
No.
no, it was
No.
literally like, if it was plugged in, the computer would not turn on. It wasn't even like blue screen or anything, no post, nothing.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yikes.
I have no idea what happened to that drive.
My-
I don't either. I called it the Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah.
My
Because
guess
that's
would be
what
that
it
it's
Go away.
that's actually insane. Oh gosh, that's wild. You guys, this will be the time you are together, just the four of you working, I guess, this year because we did this. But there's nothing else for this year except I guess whatever you're working on,
I mean,
which
the
will
Jonas
remain
is probably-
classified until you.
Cooking up
Release
some
it later.
stuff.
Yeah, that's not a lads video project though. That's
Yeah, it's a you project.
it's my solo career.
My
so
soul-
yeah, so the Beatles have broken up, and
Yeah.
now you're doing your own
Yeah,
thing.
we can actually talk
which-
about that's the reason why we
We
called
broke
it off.
up? Oh,
yeah.
oh,
Yeah,
is-
licensing
wait,
disputes,
Jared
you
wanted a solo
Wait.
career.
Jenna's not your Yoko, right? She didn't break up the band.
No, for many reasons, no.
Apex
Start
is-
screaming into the mic. Honestly, that's Yoko. Yeah.
Well, okay, so the band's broken up, but you guys are doing solo stuff. Eric, Nathan, you guys have been streaming more. Eric, you've been streaming a lot more, which if you guys want to go follow him, it's twitch.tv/idronus, which the link will be in the description below on YouTube. And then, Nathan, you're going to get a shout out if you just fucking wait, you impatient little rat.
Ooh.
God damn.
Didn't sound like it. That's not
Everyone's Twitch for the people who are still streaming. Tarek, are you going to get back into streaming? Well, I've missed the
T-Law
streams.
stream.
Where are the T-Law streams?
Bro, when I have energy to game again,
Is that
like,
just what it's
then,
been?
I mean, it's that, but like also, I don't know.
Editing
I
streams.
just, well, it's not even editing streams. It's just, that could be cool, but I don't edit anything outside of work right now. I mean,
That's fair.
And so it's one of those things where, yeah, I could sit down in front of my computer for 7 hours, but Emily would probably get mad at me if I did that.
Hey, I streamed for 14 and a half hours and I only got in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, but you've also been
trouble.
dating your girlfriend for 9 years.
Thought it was 10.
Almost.
Almost 10.
In
Almost
January.
10.
Almost.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's like, I don't know. I mean, I have not shown Emily that side of me yet. So I'm like,
What you're capable of.
what I'm capable of. So
The game
maybe
just hasn't come out that
when we live together, it might
might
change.
change.
But
No.
I'm not entirely sure. But it's just like, also, I just haven't had the want. Like, I haven't had any games that I've wanted to play. My motivation for game, honestly, the game that I played the most was League, and no one plays it anymore. And that game is ass to play
Bullshit.
by itself. I just don't like playing with Z, honestly.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's
Wait
it.
a
He's an
minute, wait
ARAM
a
That's fair, yeah.
Andy,
Aram Andy.
and that's it. And
No
so
one ever comes to me and say they want to play Summoner's Rift. I will play
I
Summoner's Rift.
literally asked you the other day.
You did not.
What are you talking about?
You did not ask
I
me.
said let's play games. And
To
you
be
said,
fair,
why
to
we don't do
simple.
the-
I like
When
Call
you
of
play
Duty.
Summoner's
This
Rift,
is
you
why we don't
mental
do the
boom
lads
like
video
before minions spawn.
No. I've
But
gotten better
also
about
Summoner's
it.
Rift.
Okay.
With Summoner's Rift, I want a 5-stack. That's my thing.
Yeah,
That's
that's
also
true.
true.
Like you don't. It's a miserable experience if you don't have a 5-stack.
See, I like
but we
doing.
don't have enough people to do 5-stacks anymore.
Yeah,
other
I'm
than-
retired.
I just like doing 5 stacks with SB and
You like doing 5-stacks with SB?
with SB and
Wait till SB
Vid
hears this one.
SB and Vid.
because
No,
I
I love
love
SB.
Those are
playing with them
Two people.
because I love watching or listening to SB just get fucking tilted at Vid and he just starts yelling at him.
Bro, that's everyone with Vid. What are you talking about?
It's so funny. It's entertaining. I can be doing shit. I will absolutely be losing my lane. But the fact that Vid did something stupid is what's pissing SB off. I don't get yelled at. Vid does. I'm a happy camper. And I'm just giggling like a fucking toddler.
SB doesn't expect anything from you. That's
I know.
why.
That's exactly why. I know.
That's why.
Damn.
It's true, though. I mean, and I get that. But yeah, I think T-Law should start streaming again.
I'd like to get back into it, but it all comes down to what I actually want to do on my stream. I want to find like content that I actually want.
Hot tub streamer.
I don't think I'd be a good one.
This man
I think
Terry.
you would.
I think you'd be great at it.
I
Yeah.
got the cake for it, but I don't.
Just talk to Jake about getting a Speedo, and there you go.
What, like he has a dealer?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
might.
Jake has a dealer for everything.
I don't
Just,
know.
Terry, all I'm saying-
just don't go with him to that dealer
Oof.
with your cash.
You gonna bring
Is
that
that
up
a
right now?
podcast story?
I don't think that is a podcast.
No,
story.
it's definitely not.
Need more whiskey for that.
But so Tarek, at some point might return. I'll put your link in case you do. Nathan, if you want to follow Nathan on Twitch, it is twitch.tv/stacks_TV.
Yeah, sounds
Yes,
right.
that's
He's
it.
like, I think so.
And then
You were
obviously-
fighting demons there when he was like, "You're kind of
Me?
yeah."
I was thinking about how I was gonna use your plug. Be like, at 146 followers, we will wax Joey.
Yeah, that's the running gag right now that
Oh, it's
everyone's
not a
gonna.
gag.
It's not a
Oh,
gag.
Jesus Christ.
It's happening.
If Eric hits
Yeah.
100 followers, we will
When-
wax Joey.
When I hit 100 followers, we will
So the
wax Joey.
goalpost keeps moving.
And when I hit Twitch partner, I will make my first solo appearance on the Joey Moments podcast.
Which is great. I can't wait for that. So we're going to start boosting the shit out of that. I also stream a lot at twitch.tv/Joey Moments. Z, you've streamed on and off.
I stream.
Do you plan on returning to it consistently?
You streamed like last week.
Yeah, I did stream last week. I don't know. It's sometimes like I go to work, right? hour there, 8 hours fucking just fixing shit on a computer all the time, hour back. If I want to stream, it's going to be a very short stream, and sometimes I really just don't want to do that because being like sat in front of a computer all day and then going home and doing the same thing, I'm like,
That's my favorite thing to do.
Yeah, me too.
if I'll stream, I'll say this. I like to stream whenever a new fighting game comes out.
That's
Whenever a
fair.
new fighting game comes out, I will stream it.
Well, that's the
Bro,
same then. Then
You
we'll
needed
plug
to
it.
play
We'll
more
plug it.
2XKO with me. What happened?
I got kind of busy during that time.
He got washed. That's what happened.
That's not what happened.
That's what happened.
That's
Were you
not
having a
what
salty
happened.
sweet on stream?
What was
We're gonna
it?
have a
Wait,
salty
wait,
stream.
wait,
Was that the time period where you disappeared for like a month?
No, that was
Okay.
after that.
After. Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Got it.
Because what 2XKO
That was after you moved back in.
Yeah, 2XKO came out in
Damn.
August, right?
Next open beta is in February.
Okay.
Or spring. Spring.
Are they open now?
I don't know if it's open, but
Okay.
you have to sign up for the playtest. I think.
If you were in the last one, do you get in?
I hope
Okay.
so.
I'd imagine so. A lot of times they don't reset those lists. So I guess we talked about Lad's video a lot. We'll keep it rolling on that. Do you guys have a favorite segment that you guys didn't put into the video, or like clip or moment, something that you guys cut out that just never made it?
Oh, I do. I have a whole segment that I didn't put in.
Like you worked on it and it just never
It's
made
filmed.
it.
It's filmed.
It's
It-
lost. It's lost media.
Mhm.
It
Oh my
actually
god,
is, yeah.
I love lost
It
media.
exists.
No.
Do you guys
like-
preserve it though?
Yeah,
we have
it.
it's on.
As long as it's preserved media, we don't like true
I
lost
think
media.
we have all the assets from every single one except for mine.
I have. We
The
don't have the
second
project file for the first one either. We
okay.
we don't.
it's somewhere.
Oh really?
I think it's on my laptop. I don't know.
I
Or it's on the big ass server at home. My old
I have
computer.
almost all the assets for every Lads video.
Look at that. You also have every Minecraft server world we've played on, minus the ravine worlds.
Yeah, minus a couple. I found the Mushroom Island. It was lost. I found it.
As long as that one's preserved. Honestly, that one is so fucking special. That is by far and away probably the most nostalgic world I have in Minecraft at
Is that
all.
the one I did the giant Assassin's Creed logo on?
Yeah.
Then there's the giant Eric skin that's just towering over
Yeah,
the
there was
entire
supposed to be
town.
more people, but that was around the time that I stopped playing the world. So
Yeah.
I only ever finished mine.
There's the remnants of my original fucking dirt shack that was destroyed after the great Eric
The
shit.
Purge.
The purge. My parents fucking hated you for God, what, like a year? They just
Longer than that, I think.
I don't think it was. It was like middle of 6th grade until like middle of 7th grade.
Yeah, maybe.
'Cause we'd hang out at school because that was the time that I started hanging out with the two of you. And then I would go to Cole's house, or I would go to Cole's house, and I would really just go to your house the whole time.
This is great Lads video talk.
I was just about to say, dude.
it's tangents. It's all podcasts are sometimes.
I thought of a good one. After we explain,
Yeah,
Z's,
let's
I thought
break
of a
down
good
Z's,
cut
yeah.
one.
Okay. So back to Lads video stuff. There's a whole segment I was going to do about, roasting people. Because we say a lot of dumb shit
Mhm.
in our, Discord calls, especially or at least some people playing Call of Duty. And the whole section was me either roasting or like making comments about what we said, like, kind of sus and shit like that. Especially Dylan. Dylan was a big part of that one.
Shocker.
You're telling me you
It was
guys
like
cut out a
every-
segment just roasting
It
Dylan?
was like every other clip. Here was the thing, okay? So Z came into this and he brought this idea to us as like, okay, I have this idea. I want to do like a roast segment. I want to take a couple of the gaming clips and I want to do like just basically roast people. I'm like, okay, cool. Did you write anything down? He goes, no. And I'm like, okay. Did you what's your plan here? He goes,
I was
I'm
freeballing everything.
I'm just going to wing it.
Imagine your speech at Chris's wedding if it went horribly wrong.
Like he
horribly wrong.
He came dressed up in a suit, made me set up a camera and a light and a mic to drop the most god awful shit that I ever heard.
But it was
It
funny
was-
though.
In the words of
It was
T-Law,
funny because it was awful.
Yes, that's
in the
why
words
it's
of
funny.
T-Law, he folded like a lawn chair.
Yeah, it was as soon as that camera and light turned on, it was like he just like froze and did not know. 90% of it boiled down to Dylan, what the fuck is this? What do you mean by that? Okay, next clip. And that was it. And I mean, like with a little bit of editing, I feel like you could have made it funny, but
I could have made it funny, but then
you
again,
didn't.
it's like the clips that I chose were all kind of the same, right? And it's just in me personally, I just didn't feel really proud of it. I mean, it's funny to see me fold because it's what I do. It's what I'm best at. It's just the clips I chose, what I wanted to say, and then I didn't realize that Dylan was in like 90% of them. I'm like, oh,
well, also he
I can only
had-
say so much about Dylan.
Are you gonna talk about the greatest moment?
Yeah, the greatest moment was him sitting on there and what was it?
He had a glass.
He wanted whiskey. He had a glass, but not any glass. He had my T-Law branded glass that was given to me. And I was like, okay, don't drop it. Whatever you do.
What did you do, Z?
And
I didn't drop it.
you want to say that again?
Yeah, I didn't drop it.
Yeah. No, he goes, I'm not going to fucking
We have the
drop it.
footage.
And then immediately fucking drops it on the only hard surface in the area. It didn't break, shockingly, but it was.
Was this the moment we were talking about when we were walking
Yeah.
in from the car?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like literally almost shattered my only glass that has my logo on it right after I told him don't drop
One
it.
of one T-Law branded
One of
memorabilia.
one. The collector's edition.
Here, I'll just say this, man. It's frame perfect, right? I do something cool, and then I fuck it up almost immediately afterwards.
You know, we have a name for those in the biz. We call them Joey moments.
Yeah, so you see, absolutely a fucking Joey moment. But I want to comment on just the pause that you had there. Because I looked at you thinking, and I could see the gears turning as you were trying to find the words.
He was about to fold again.
Except I could see the loading bar, like a fucking macOS loading bar, and it just stalled about 3/4 of the way through.
But no,
Yeah.
like I mean, like living with him for a year. I mean, you've dropped so many fucking glasses, dude.
That's
I
why I
warned
was
you.
nervous when you were holding the blandness
That-
coming in the house.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I didn't want you holding it.
No, see, that's fine to hold.
No.
These are not fine to hold for me.
I
Is
would-
there,
I
is
can
there a
tell
girth
you.
requirement?
A girth requirement? No. Listen, all I'm saying is glasses are not something I can just
That's
hold.
glass.
Yes, but it's a nice bottle, you know.
That's
Bottles
harder
are
to
fine.
hold than that.
Oh, but you see, there's alcohol in that. He's got a.
So
he's
because
death
it's a
grip.
nice
Like,
bottle, you won't drop it.
You
But
gotta
you will
palm
drop
this shit.
You will drop T-Law's nice branded glass.
I will drop all glasses, all like cup glasses. Bottles are fine.
That's a cup.
No, it's not.
How is it not? It's a piece of glass
cup
that
if you
holds a
drink
liquid.
the entire
Or are
bottle
we
at
getting
once.
into philosophy here?
I
Because a
guess
bong
so.
would be a cup.
Is water wet, Z?
Is
No,
a,
water's
is a
not wet.
bong a
It's a
cup?
bong. No,
is a bong
It
a
has
cup?
2 exits though, right? It's a
No.
straw. A bong is a straw.
A bong is a well, okay. So what classifies a straw here? Because you said that all you said a cup is or a cup is a glass that holds liquid.
Well, that is glass. A cup doesn't have to be glass, but it's a
We're
container
getting into
with
philosophy
an open
here.
end that holds liquid.
Okay,
That's a bong. You just described the bong.
but a bong is the second hole. But
But
my
it's
question
2
is,
open ends.
okay, no,
one,
you
didn't-
one,
okay,
one
okay,
open.
okay,
now you're
one
specifying.
open. Okay.
so Eric, answer me this: does a straw have 1 hole or 2?
Both.
Don't be pedantic with me. Answer the question.
I am Mr. Pedantic.
Okay, so you're saying a bong is a straw, but
Yeah.
is it also a cup?
No, because it has 2 openings.
What would a hookah be then?
Reopening.
Well, but a hook is 2
the-
parts though.
yeah, the holes aren't in the glass. The vase is just the vase is a cup.
What a face.
You just want to drink water out
It's
of
like
that.
a square and a rectangle. A vase is a cup, but also a vase.
So would you say that a wheelbarrow is a cup?
Mhm.
You would say that that's a cup.
Yeah, why
well, if
not?
you fill it with beer, of course
I
it's
think
a cup.
I think everybody
Anything that
needs
you can
to,
put beer in is a cup.
Ooh, that's a good definition.
You can put
but
beer
you can
in
put
a
beer in a
bong.
bong.
Yeah.
Okay,
They call
no,
beer
no, no,
bongs
no.
for a reason.
No, a beer bong's a different thing.
What is it?
That's just a funnel.
Is a funnel a cup?
The funnel's basically a straw.
Yeah, a funnel's a straw because it has 2 openings.
I don't have enough alcohol in my system for this.
There's a 24 pack of beer right over there.
Yeah, get drinking.
buddy.
Are those cold beers?
No, they're
No,
room temperature.
They're very
beers.
warm. We have ice
Z-
upstairs though. If
Z
you like
is
ice
a
beer.
What am I, French?
I mean,
No.
warm beer in Georgia.
Yeah, for those who didn't hear, Z enjoys warm beer.
Lukewarm
Oh,
beers.
I
piss
think
beer?
it's fucking
Like
disgusting.
unironic piss beer?
Yeah, unironically, he will just drink that
You're
shit.
the one who likes warm beer.
Mhm.
I knew there was one of us.
Only one of us. Because how the fuck can you enjoy warm beer? It's
I'm sure
disgusting.
there's more than
Temperature
one.
drinks.
There's enough of us that someone
I
else
can
likes
do-
warm beer.
Room temperature beer.
I can do.
Yeah, but do you prefer it over cold beer?
No, cold
Yes.
beer all the way.
Well, yeah. Anybody who's sane will pick any beer regardless of the temperature. But
See, this guy's
it's coming
thinking.
between warm beer and the option of cold beer.
Yeah, Nathan, if I were to give you
If
a
I'm-
warm beer and a nice
Ooh,
ice
you're
cold
I'm
beer.
picking the cold beer.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
You really need
It's much better.
Literally 11 times out of 10, I'm picking the cold beer.
I don't care if it's warm, lukewarm,
In fact,
room temperature, cold. I'm drinking a damn beer.
Okay,
In
but
fact,
do
I'm
you
gonna be real.
prefer warm beer
If it's
over
in front
cold
of me,
beer?
I will drink it.
Okay,
No,
no,
that's not
but
what I asked.
preference. If
Okay.
I have a cold beer and a warm beer right in front of me and I go, which one do you want? Which one are you taking?
I'm taking the room temperature beer.
okay,
You're
but-
fucking
but-
disgusting.
Okay, but
No, I don't.
here's the thing. What is your favorite beer?
I don't have a favorite beer.
Bullshit.
I don't.
What beer is your go-to then?
Anything that's put in front of me.
What do you go buy more often?
What do you go
What's the
and
one
buy?
that you go buy the most?
I couldn't even tell you that.
You don't even buy your own beer?
No, I buy my own beers. I just buy so much of beer.
What
What
just
is
steals
everyone
everyone
else's
else's.
beer?
I steal
I
everyone
can
else's
tell
beers.
you
I mean,
the most
never mind.
common beers that I see you buy, the most common beers I see you bring home,
What
and
are
they're always
they?
these fucking tall boys because you go buy like one or two tall boys at Walmart,
Yeah. It's
and
always
it's either
either
Mick Ultra,
Modelo's,
Modelo, or Bud Light.
Bud Light, yes. So, I mean,
All
I
right,
guess out of those
Bud
three.
Light,
So
really?
for somebody who's
What?
not making this complicated, let's see. Okay, so Tarek, actually, Eric, I'll ask you because he said he would drink a warm beer.
Hmm.
What is your
Nope.
favorite? Jesus, Joe's trying to fucking.
I'm trying to fucking move the mic towards your
opposition.
mouth. You're turned away from it.
What's your favorite beer?
Michelob Ultra.
Mick Ultra.
Yeah.
Okay, so if there is a
Dos Equis.
Those Eggies.
if there is a let's say that there's a room temperature Mick Ultra
Uh-huh.
or a nice crisp cold Bush Light, what
Busch
are you
Light.
picking? See,
100%.
that's the right
No.
answer. That is
Yeah,
the
I
right
mean,
answer. Is whatever
if-
the
so
cold
I would
beer.
choose
Yeah.
the cold beer over it, but I'm saying I don't mind room temperature beer.
I don't mind room temperature beer. There are some beers I just simply cannot drink room temperature. Some beers are worse at room temperature than others. Like
Actually,
Shinerbach.
I would-
Shinerbach is my favorite beer.
I would agree with that.
However, a room temperature Shinerbach, my all-time favorite beer, versus like an ice cold Bush, I'm taking the Bush. It's cold. I'm not
Guys.
drinking the room
Guys,
temperature
we have,
Shiner.
a, we have a prime opportunity here.
Coward.
Why do we not just do a beer tier list right now?
Fuck. I mean, you know what? All right, I'm saying it. Out of all the beers that the lads drink, Michelob Ultra's my favorite. I think it's the most
I think
versatile.
that's the safest answer.
It's the safest,
safest
answer.
answer.
Sounds like
I
a
would put it
cop-out
at S
answer.
tier.
Okay, so are we? All right, let's define
S tier.
here real quick. Are we ranking this based on the lads themselves, or are we ranking this just in general?
I'm gonna be
I
real,
would-
if we're going off of just the lads, we have a whopping 5 beers that I have seen.
Which I think makes
Yeah.
it easier to do. Do you know how many fucking beers there are? If we were to do a beer tier list, we're
Yeah.
going to be here for like 9
ranking
years.
every beer
That's
ever
what I'm
made.
saying, bro. We got
That-
we got the time.
that is a Idronus YouTube like essay right
I
there.
actually would watch a 4-hour long video.
Yeah, can you
essay.
do that,
that's what
Eric? Can we
I'm
get
saying.
on that?
What, my
I
beer
could
tier
pull up
list?
Yeah,
a list of
every
beers
beer
right
of
Okay,
now.
all time.
You know my opinions on food. That would be the worst tier list ever.
So you just have me and
Wait,
you
what
redo
about-
it
all right,
because
what
I
if-
have opinions.
What if
Okay.
hypothetically we've somehow find like the list of the top 10 most common beers and rank those?
Oh, in the world or just the United States?
Yeah. So
Most
so,
sold
so,
beers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Dude, can you pull
highest
it
selling
up?
beers.
Hey Siri, can you pull that up?
And while we do that, I guess Eric and Nathan, you guys didn't talk about your favorite moments from the lads video.
Oh, so do you want to do yours or you want me to do mine?
Well, I did have another thing that we needed to
Oh,
Oh.
do. Yeah. As a matter of fact, it's time, Joey,
oh dear God,
for the very first ever Joey Moments sponsorship. Are you aware?
I'm not aware. I'm
You have a
sponsored.
Boy, do I
Sponsorship?
have news for you.
Oh God.
This episode of Joey Moments is sponsored by Twitch.tv/Adronis. That's right. Are you tired of giving money to millionaire streamers? Do you want to donate to someone who actually has less money than you? That's right. Check out Twitch.tv/Adronis and drop a sub today because if I hit partner, I'm coming on the podcast.
This episode of the Joy Moments podcast is brought to you by Twitch.tv/Idronus.
rehearse that?
That was off the
fucking
dome.
shit. Holy shit! I have been practicing ad reads for the last
That was
month
off the dome.
because season 2 when we start season 2.
I gotta be real. I'm impressed.
All right.
So I'm super fucking impressed. That's hilarious.
Thank
So
you.
I guess spoiler alert: when we come back from our little December break, Joey Moments will have an actual sponsor.
Incredible.
So I will
But
be
it
doing
won't be the
ad reads,
first.
but it will not be the first. The first one again. I guess I got to get better at fucking ad reads. This episode of the Joey Moments podcast is brought to you by twitch.tv/idronis.
Dude,
If you want to support a Twitch streamer who wants to remove my hair all over my body, visit twitch.tv/idronis.
Hey, in
That's
fact,
twitch.tv/idronis, IDROANS.
you can call me Apple because I have one more thing.
Oh my fucking God.
In celebration of a successful first season of the podcast, I brought you something.
No fucking way.
What is this?
This is Gift Central. I already got a camera today. Oh my God.
Did you get a 2-for-1
Oh my
special?
God. JoeyMoments.com. Okay, give me one fucking second.
Oh no!
There was a mic under me.
Live Joey moment.
That was a live.
Oh my God. Z is gone. We have lost Z.
A Joey moment has hit the tower.
And then
That's not going in.
Oh, that's going in. That's going in.
We're still live.
Oh my God.
That is by far the funniest thing I've ever done.
Bro. There is no fucking way that we caught a live showing.
and now he's over there shirtless.
All it took was to get us on the pod.
Holy
That's
shit.
all it took.
What the fuck?
JoeyMoments.com.
I think we got to tell.
Is there, so Eric,
I think
did
we
you
have to
take my
tell
full
everyone
idea?
to watch the fucking video.
absolutely, yes. My
that
only
should not
ask is,
be
can I
good.
please also put that on my TikTok?
Yes, absolutely. Okay. As long as you tag me on it.
Well, of
Actually,
course.
yeah. So did you take my full idea? I didn't check. Did you do the thing that I said for the t-shirts and put the little lads logo on the back?
No, because I could only put something on the front.
Oh, where'd you get them done?
I don't remember. It's on the tag. You can go
Oh,
look.
okay. Yeah, because I was so other thing I was gonna do for season 2 of Joey Moments, which I'll go into further detail when season 2 comes out. There will be a very limited time merch drop where we will have 2 shirts on which
There's no fucking way.
There's no fucking way that just happened. I'm sorry.
So Joey, if
Do
we
you not want to check to make sure it's okay?
It's rolling.
it's
still.
rolling, yeah.
Okay. All right.
And
It's
here, Z, give me a sound off.
1, 2, 3.
Eric,
Hawk Tua.
Joey.
Fucking
I hate Eric.
Yeah, they're all good.
Look
bro.
at that.
All
So
right.
We'll find out in post.
yeah, we'll
Yeah,
find
so-
out in post.
Otherwise, we're getting a podcast of just of Nathan's mic.
of just
just me.
And all it is just him just
him breathing.
just breathing.
Everyone else faintly in the background talking.
So yeah, so 2 limited merch
glad I took
drop,
that.
which will be we talked about it today, which was kind of funny. I had the idea today.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of a second shirt. We're gonna be doing this shirt, the JoeyMoments.com. I really like the early YouTube era just website. And then the other one will be my infamous catchphrase. I'm Joey. I have Joey Moments. And so those 2 shirts will be up, and we'll do whoever pre-orders one. We'll do the order for. That'll be the only time we do those shirts. And so
I have a suggestion, Joey.
I'll put
What-
your face on the back of one that just
No,
says I hate
that's-
Joey.
That's not what I want. What just happened?
Yeah, can we get a shirt that's just a screenshot of you tripping over the
I
pod
would
mic?
drop $50 on that shirt. That shit is so good.
That's a
We throw
good
it
one.
in Illustrator. Call it good.
You know what? I'd be down for that. That shirt would be only the
Dude.
5 of us get that shirt though.
I cannot believe I witnessed that shit.
I want to see that shit.
Like that, you
I
guys
wanna see it
literally
so
witnessed
bad.
a live Joey moment.
If you've ever
Literally
watched,
killed the 40-minute fucking recording because he was so excited that he got a shirt with his website on it.
to be fair,
He's like a fucking dog that fucking pees when he gets too excited.
Just like your dog.
my name's Kimba. Hi, I have Kimba moments.
Dude, imagine if he would have pissed himself.
Because I didn't go piss before we started recording. 'Cause I didn't need to, and that would have been so
Were
fucking
you not
funny.
the one who said to go pee before?
No, you
we-
did.
I did not say that.
That was Nathan.
That was Nathan.
Oh, was it Nathan? Oh, it was
Yeah.
somebody.
Did I?
It was someone with the lad's hat.
I am wearing one, yeah.
Yeah, I know that. I see that. You're also.
Really? I see that too.
Do you see that? I don't know. Do you? Is a bong a straw or a cup?
Is my hat a cup?
It can be.
I
There
think
you go.
it's taken us 20 minutes to get halfway through our second question on the podcast.
Well,
Did you
Tarek
ever
did
say
we
what
have
your favorite was?
my favorite what beer?
No, your
we're gonna
favorite
figure that
lads
out.
video
We gotta
moment.
finish
Oh, my
this
favorite
part and then
lads
we'll get to
video
the
moment?
beer.
The cut lads video moment. I guess that was the question.
Specifically, cut lads video
Yeah.
moment.
Wait,
Stuff that didn't make
like
it in.
cut? Did it have to be filmed or could it be an idea?
And either.
Okay,
Either.
cool. I got mine.
Okay, we're good.
I got mine.
Okay, well then come back to me because I gotta think of something.
So I went through a phase where I was really obsessed with the Jackass movies. And I specifically loved the intros that they would do to the Jackass movies.
Oh, this was a good idea.
And it was when we were going to, remember we were going to have all the lads in stupid getups and costumes exit your garage.
Oh, that's
With the fog machine.
With the fog
I got a
machine,
fog
slow
machine. I have
motion-
one.
in slow motion.
You bought a fog machine
No,
for
I've
it?
owned one for years.
Oh.
And
Yeah.
so,
Yeah, I
we're
forgot
gonna
about
have
that.
we're gonna have people come out of the fog in slow motion
Eric, remind me to talk to you afterwards about an idea for the fog machine.
in
I
certain
don't think I have
outfits.
it anymore.
But then,
This is terrible.
so what?
Never mind.
I
fucking
remember
with me.
Ruin
Henry's
the fucking
Henry's
audio.
was the we wanted him to be in the pimp outfit from the infamous picture
Yeah.
of him in the purple pimp.
Yep.
I
Halloween
got barred
costume.
from using that for his episode. I ran that by him.
Are
and
we
he-
even
and
allowed
he-
to talk about it then?
I don't
We have to
fucking
bleep
care.
it.
No. I mean, it exists. It's just I wasn't allowed to use that picture to put on Spotify.
Oh, okay.
That was it. Because
Was
that was
that
going to be the
also the
thumbnail
same?
on Spotify.
There might be a contender though because that was just a good idea as a whole. I think it was
Well-
just it was a logistical nightmare.
Well, yeah, I mean, that kind of like, remember that sprouted into, like my favorite almost made it that got cut was literally kidnapping Dylan.
That's what I was
Oh
gonna
my
say. Was
God.
that was
That
that
was
was
a
yeah,
really
so
good
the
one.
same one?
It was
Yeah.
kind of like a branch off idea that we would do like skits. Because remember, there was one where we were going to put Braden in a locker.
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah,
like,
because that was
This was
also
like-
when Henry was gonna be like some weird guru out in the
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
like
I
out
was
in the
going to be
field
a
somewhere.
Viking walking out of the water.
Yeah.
But so the catch about we were gonna kidnap Dylan, but the catch was that Dylan was not gonna be aware that we were kidnapping
No,
him.
we were like straight up going to kidnap
everybody
him.
else
Was
was
this
gonna
when
be
someone lived with him? Like one of us?
I think it was.
It was.
I guess
It
it
was
would've
when
been
you
me.
two lived
It
together.
was
We
when
were
you
going to
two
break
lived
into your
together.
apartment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were literally going to break in, kidnap it. We were going to commit a crime.
we were.
Yeah, so you
And
guys
then
were just
we were
okay.
going to go through the
Yes.
drive-through.
Yeah.
I think
Yes.
you told me about it because you
Yeah.
were like, Joey, I might need you to unlock the door
Yeah.
if we do
Yeah,
this.
so we were actually gonna kidnap Dylan.
and then I remember we were going to go through the drive-through.
Yeah, we were gonna have it. So it was gonna be like Dylan freaking the fuck out. We get him in the car. He would obviously be fucking angry, and then we just like dry cut to us in the drive-through,
Yeah.
Ordering like Lena's?
Yeah.
ordering Lena's or McDonald's or something.
2 number
I
ones,
think
ground
we
beef.
specified McDonald's though, so that we could get him his goddamn tendies.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
And then
God.
yeah,
Yeah,
so,
so
it never
the-
came to fruition.
The original version of the Lads the movie was supposed to be a lot more acting than ever
Oh,
happened.
that's right. We have all of the original.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go look through.
Yeah, we
'cause,
have.
like the Lads movie was literally like, we were supposed to start working on it. Like this was Lads 5.
Yeah.
We were supposed to start working on it like right after we like showed the video, like February. We were supposed
Yeah.
to take a month off and then start planning a Lads movie and do like a whole year of planning. Well, we don't exactly function off of that. We like to function off of high stress, high deadline environments. And so we did not touch it till December. And so
Yeah, because that was the year you guys started later than normal.
yeah, we fell a little flat on that side. We still like put a lot into it because what was it? The Avengers like part?
That
or
was
whatever?
3.
That was
No. The end game. Was that not?
I thought that, was 4. That was 4.
That was 4.
What was the big thing we did in 5?
It was
Was that
Last
Scooby-Doo?
Jeopardy.
It was Lads Jeopardy.
Lads Jeopardy,
yeah.
It was Lads Jeopardy.
Right.
But that I think that was Scooby Doo too.
That was
It
Scooby Doo
was,
was the
yeah.
intro.
Yeah, Scooby-Doo was the
Because that
intro.
one,
but
I love the Endgame intro, but
the Marvel.
stuff,
Yeah.
the Scooby Doo intro is far and away so fucking funny to
Yeah,
me.
you cooked on that one.
It was
I will never do
amazing.
that again.
However,
cooked.
the one you guys did this year, that was a fucking
The
banger.
Jujutsu Kaisen.
That was amazing. I didn't get the reference because I had never seen it
Yeah. so
until
you're
we
just
went
like,
to
this is
Chris's
cool.
bachelor party.
Yeah.
That was
And-
another one of those things that was cooked up by an idea that I had and then made Tarek do all the work for.
Yeah, pretty much.
So it was the night that we indulged in Colorado activities and you were sitting on the couch with the bag of hot Cheetos. Or
Yeah.
no, yeah, you
No,
you
we
passed
watched-
out at this point.
No, we watched Cowboy Bebop.
This was after you went to bed. Eric was watching Jujutsu Kaisen because I watched
Are you
it.
talking about
Bachelor Party.
Yeah, because I forced Chris to watch it, and so
Yes.
I made him watch an episode with me.
I just
on the
remember
Bachelor Party.
I had just indulged in Colorado activities with Jake, and I get to the living room and they're watching this, and I am gone.
Yeah.
And the intro came on, and I was like, "Oh,
It's the outro.
or the outro," and I was like,
yeah.
"Oh, I
that's what they
get
do
it."
Yeah. No, that took way too fucking long. We didn't have a green screen or anything like that. That was, I don't know where yours is still. But we just filmed it against a wall, rotoscoped it, and then
I think the worst part about it is the fact that we kind of had to sit there and hype ourselves up to do something as embarrassing and dance, and then someone had the bright idea of, let's get Braden. This
Yeah,
fucking
he mocked
asshole.
the fuck out of all
Let's
of
let
us.
Braden just one up the fuck out of
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah.
It's a fucking 1v4, and Braden just completely fucking.
1v4.
There's a reason we
Speak for
put him
yourself.
as
I had
Gojo.
fun doing that.
It's not a matter of fun. It's just the fact that, like Eric said, we
This
got
wasn't
mobbed.
fun. This was competitive.
Yeah,
You
Well,
fucking-
I came in second
it was
place.
ranked fucking dancing.
This is ranked dance.
That's like the night that me and Danny did fucking Just Dance over here, and I got the world's only recorded megastar or whatever the fuck it's called.
That was so much fun.
That
We
was
should
fun.
do another one of those nights.
what Just Dance?
Just
Do it at
Dance.
Friendsgiving.
We could.
No, this fucking house, I've said it for years. We need a fucking rock band. If I could get trashed and play rock band.
So
because
we've
I've
talked
been
trying
about
for the
this.
past, like,
We've talked about
8
this. Me
months.
and Z have talked about this. Me and you have talked about this. Me and Eric have talked about this. Me and Dylan talked about it. Me and Tyler talked about it. About doing rock band at the house at any given time. The problem is we are talking about this about a decade too late. Instead of being 14, I should have been fucking going around buying fucking rock band shit at garage sales, because now it's like $100 for a fucking guitar.
Yo, we've been over this. I have like 5 guitars and 2 drum sets for Rock Band.
Can we
For
For
organize?
what,
Literally
for what, for what
console.
system?
Yeah.
What console?
The 360.
Oh.
We have a
I
360 here.
all
Do you have the games?
Yeah.
Could we?
Do you want to
please-
bring them on Lads Giving?
Are we doing it on Lads Giving?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Can
Lads
we
Giving.
please do this?
Yeah, I probably could.
Dude,
I have
That'd
to
be-
go to my parents to get all
I
of
want
it.
to get trashed, and
Yeah.
I
I can
want to
go
do
with
what
you
my
if you
dad
need
did. I
help
want to get
picking it
hammered,
up.
and I want
No,
to sing
I
"Creep"
just have
by
to dig it all out
Radiohead.
because it's probably packed away.
That's
That would be an absolute game changer.
I could
for
probably
Rock Band.
guarantee at least a drum set, 2 guitars, and a mic.
That's all we need.
That's all you need. I'm
So-
so fucking down for this.
I'm ready for the drunk band.
Okay, someone
of
remind me.
Dylan, Danny, you,
Reminder,
and
you got to bring your shit
someone
to Lads
else.
Giving.
The fuck
Dude.
up.
Tyler, maybe. Danny needs to get drunk at Lads Giving.
As long
None
as
of
there's no
this
cinnamon
cinnamon
rolls,
roll
he'll be
bullshit.
fine.
So Tarek, you had a list of beers. You still have that list of beers?
This,
we
this
never
might
went
actually,
through-
this might actually.
Oh, we
never
didn't
went
go through
the-
yours.
the
Are you
funniest
ready?
Lads moments. Well, is Nathan done?
Yeah, those
Did
are
you
the two
finish?
ideas.
Those
Okay.
are the 2 ideas.
Well, I had to go pull up. I have all of the docs from every Lads video. So here's some good ones, some outtakes. We were going to recreate the intro to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
That was a really niche one, but I thought that was a good one. There's a lot
It
of
would've been pretty
Tarantino
good.
ones.
We actually did have a segment where we were going to document Joey moments in Lads
Ooh.
4. Never got
Can we do
made.
one? We should do the Sopranos.
We were going to have a segment
Yeah.
dedicated to you singing without your shirt on.
Oh, fucking hell. Do we have that many videos of me doing that though?
We had quite a bit at the time.
Yeah.
Oh my God. These are moments I don't remember, by the
There were
way.
a couple that got cut out of Lads 5 that were pretty good. So the original version of Bobby G and Terry reading the Discord quotes was originally going to be us. We were all going to dress up in suits and read them to the camera and
Yeah.
try not to laugh, like spit take kind of thing.
Like
But
doing
then
it like
it-
super seriously.
Yeah.
Those quotes are unhinged.
Oh, we were going to do a medication ad, like a pharmaceutical ad, but for Joey moments.
That's right.
This is before the podcast existed. They're talking
Yeah.
about like the actual Joey moments that I have. They are not talking
The
about
one
the
you
podcast.
just saw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is
The
going to be
one
like
you just
side
saw.
effects of
In
Joey
fact-
moment include being a fucking idiot in
One
death.
thing that I think
Breaking a fucking
Breaking a TV.
Broadcaster Pro 2.
We were gonna recreate an old Nathan Miller Films Godzilla video, except we were gonna have Jarvis.
Yeah,
The Godzilla.
Yeah, we're gonna do
Can
a
you remake
Jarvis
the Curb
Godzilla
show?
parody. The Curb
Curb
show.
show.
Oh,
That was so-
Remember, we were gonna do what was it? Your brother was gonna do what was it?
Godzilla Dracula Flow.
But like Dracula
Yeah,
Flow.
we were gonna call it
we're gonna do
Godzilla
Dracula Flow, but we're gonna get
That
one
was
of those,
another one
the
of my
Godzilla
ideas that I
masks.
didn't do any work for.
That's right. We were gonna do that, but he.
So was your role just ideas, and then you just made Tarek do them?
I'm an idea guy.
That was
Okay.
definitely
I
part
do
of
have
it.
a lot of ideas.
That
This
was a lot
was
of it?
my idea though, and I actually
Maybe
did
if we ever get the itch,
No, this is-
we
I
don't want to
mean,
do a
fuck,
full
dude, this
blown
is
lads
awesome.
video.
Thank
We
you.
just make a compilation of the shit that could have been.
Oh, well, there's another cut one where I edited that one John Oliver episode about you. That didn't make it in the final video. I sent it to you though.
Yeah.
I think that's everything.
Well, now we can get to the segment about beers because Tarek has a list of.
I'm working on. I'm kind of figuring it out. Like, there's like a bunch of different versions. Okay, 10 most popular beers in America. Okay, so let's go.
Spoiler: this is filmed in America.
Okay, here we
Bro,
go.
you
don't
can't
think
just dox
so.
us like that, man.
The top selling beers in America. Okay, I'm just gonna say it in a random order so that there's no
Bias.
bias
Yeah.
on it or anything like that. So
I know the top two. I think.
we have
Top Tua.
Corona. Well, okay, actually, before I
Fucking
say
hate you.
this,
Jesus
Um,
Christ.
let's determine. So we are ranking this just based on what the best beer is, 1 through 10, basically. Just no bias, nothing like that.
Okay.
Okay, but anyway, so we'll start Corona Extra, Budweiser, Busch Light, Natural Light, Heineken, Miller Light, Coors Light, Modelo, Bud Light, and Mick Ultra. Those are
Jesus
the top
fucking
10.
Christ.
If I'm
Like,
being,
half that
if
list
I,
sucks.
personally,
That
if
is
I'm being completely
garbage.
biased, the best beer on that fucking list, unironically, is Heineken. 100%.
Heineken is not good.
That is a terrible.
You think
opinion.
Heineken is number one?
If I'm being biased out of those beers,
Yeah, if
the
we're
one thing
being
that I would
biased.
contend it with is Coors. Wait, but you said Coors Light, right?
I said Coors Light. Yes.
I like Coors Banquet.
Coors
But
Banquet's
I'll
good.
drink Coors Light if it's there. The Coors Light is usually my concert beer.
So I'm putting Mick Ultra at a solid 9 out of 10 for ease of drinking.
For ease of drinking, yeah.
Yeah,
I guess
it's
what is-
good. I
what
like
is-
the
what is
flavor
the-
profile of Mick Ultra. Mick Ultra is easy to drink. It's
All right,
it's
let's choose the worst out of this list. Let's narrow
Okay.
it down.
That
Keystone.
light.
So,
No, Nat Light.
It's
Natty
Natty
Light.
Light?
Natty
Yeah,
Light is
Natty
absolutely
Light's
the
on
worst.
there, right?
Yeah,
Keystone's not on there.
Yeah, then it's
yeah.
Natty
No,
Light.
Natty
Natty
Light
Light.
gets an
How does
absolute
Natty
0
Light
out
even
of
make
10.
the top 10?
Well, because college kids who
college
have fake
kids.
IDs can buy it.
I'm still in college. I still hate that shit.
Well, okay, but no, you're
like a boomer.
21.
You're
You're,
like-
you're
you're
over
like-
the age.
you're like a boomer
okay, but when I was
college.
college
You're
age,
kind
I
of
did.
geriatric in college.
Yeah, but I still didn't like it when I was college age either.
but Eric, that's because when you were college age, when you were below the age of 21, you
Did you ever
had
go to
people who would
parties?
get you better alcohol.
That
like
is
college
true.
parties.
That is the
Like
nice
frat
What college
parties.
party have you been to?
One of yours, probably.
You're full of shit. You've never been to one of mine.
Oh, you were one of mine.
But
Fuck
all
you.
I'm saying is that like that shit was everywhere at college
Yeah.
parties. That and
The
Keystone.
one
Not my
frat party I
college
went to,
Dude,
the one frat party I went to, that was like the only beer that was there.
Yeah. No, but yeah, I could agree. Natty
UV
Light
Blue,
is on the
Mountain Dew,
bottom.
call that shit the Chud Jug.
No, see,
Natty
down
Light's
in Lincoln,
disgusting.
it was a different story. A lot of people who were Hispanic down there, at least the people I partied with, there's a lot of Modelos, Coronas, all tequila, a lot
Oh,
of
yeah.
tequila. So,
I fucking love
Well, that's if you
tequila.
go to like
Nope.
the Hispanic parties.
well, I went to a lot
You
of
did just
Hispanic
say that
parties.
you
Even
do a lot of
with-
Hispanic
with
Yeah.
some of the other parties I've been to, it was still a lot of Jose Cuervo.
I'm saying if you party with like
Yeah, it's bad.
the daddy's money white
Don't
kids.
grimace at that. You love Jose Cuervo.
No. No. No.
Do I need to pull up the
no.
video of you kissing the bottle?
Hey, whoa. That is not Jose Cuervo. That is Jose Cuervo margarita mix that barely has any tequila in it. That is mostly juice. That is why it tastes so good. Actual, just like straight Jose Cuervo is disgusting, and is a pain to get through. However, Casamigos, or as
number
the kids
10.
like to call it, Costco Migos.
No,
I
that's
guess
the Kirkland
that's the
brand.
Kirkland brand
tequila.
one.
Yeah.
But is it? So my question is that the same like distillery?
No idea.
I wonder if that's worth looking into because Grey Goose is the Costco brand.
Yeah, I know.
Kirkland's just Grey Goose.
Grey Goose is also terrible.
It's
Oh,
it's the aged vodka that they have.
Yeah.
Is great. Yeah, Grey Goose.
Anyways, back to beer.
Back to
Okay,
beer. So
so-
we agreed Natty Light.
Natty Light, what is number 9?
I forgot the fucking list.
1 after 8.
Well,
I'd probably say
all right, so I'll just read it off again. We got Mick Ultra, Modelo, Bud Light, Coors Light, Corona Extra, Miller Light, Budweiser, Busch Light, Natty Light, Heineken.
Busch
Same.
Light.
I'm gonna say Miller Lite.
Busch Light at 9? No, it's better than
No,
that.
I would say Miller Lite.
good, but it's
I
better
would
than
agree with Miller Lite, but I'm being biased. I don't like Miller
I
Lite.
hate
Miller
That's
is-
what you guys got
no.
against Millers, huh? Fuck's that gotta say, you guys.
Look inward, brother.
Honestly, I don't think Miller Lite is terrible.
Experience tranquility.
You would say what?
I don't think Miller Lite's terrible.
I think
But
it is.
I also will gladly
like Miller
drink
High Life.
Miller High Life.
I fucking despise
Okay,
Miller
but okay,
High Life.
but so
Miller High Life is gross as fuck.
You don't like
So-
the champagne of beers?
I do not like. It's not the champagne.
It is. That's literally.
Just because it says the champagne of
It
beers, not
literally
means it's
is.
champagne
It
of
makes my
beers.
tummy feel funny like champagne does.
yeah.
Tarek can't drink regular champagne. I
cannot.
think you just don't like champagne.
That might be it.
Real
No,
shit though.
there you go.
I will say that if you again, I've said this before and I will say it again. If you wanted to just describe, like, if you just wanted to have somebody try what beer is like, just beer in general, I feel like Miller High Life is just the most stereotypical beer that you can get.
I don't agree with
Give
I
that.
him-
think
give
Bud
him
Light is the
Michelob.
most stereotypical
No,
beer you
no,
could
give him
try.
Michelob.
Give him a Bud Light.
Yeah.
That's beer.
Like a Bud Light, in my
Michelob.
mind,
not good, though.
a Bud Light is the beer. Like, that is like your-
I honest
your-
to God, I'm picking Miller High Life over beer or Bud Light literally 100% of the time.
I
Well,
would disagree.
There are two different kinds of beer. Miller High Life is not a light beer.
Miller
but-
High Life is a good beer.
Regardless, Miller High Life is not on the list, guys.
So no, so Miller Light. I would put Miller Light at
I
number
would
9.
put Miller Light at number 9.
I
I
put
think
Busch Light
Tarek
at 9.
just
and then-
colluded to not have Miller High Life on the list.
Yeah.
I'm proud of America that it's not.
I'm not.
You're disappointed because PBR is not on the list.
Freaking 24
That
pack
is
of
true, actually.
High
That's
Life
gonna
that
lose my mind.
Austin bought for us and he left like at the house. It stayed in that fridge for like 2 months because
That's because Nathan didn't live there, obviously.
True.
Z was the only one that would actually drink it in the
Well,
house.
that's because Z drinks literally any beer that is in front of him.
Yep.
yeah.
He
good.
is a garbage disposal specifically for beer.
And food.
All right, so we're putting what, Miller Lite?
I mean, are we in agreement?
Yeah, I would agree that
What are my
Miller-
other options? Let me see the list.
Oh my.
Popular vote.
Just
Popular
put it in.
vote.
Fuck it. This is
Heineken.
not my battle.
Yeah,
You
we're
think Heineken is number 9?
Okay, I will
Wait,
die
9
on the
isn't
hill that
best or 9
Heineken
isn't
is higher than
worst?
Word?
I-
Yeah. Yeah, actually it should be a 10. That shit is ass.
No, dude. Yeah, not worse than that.
Heineken is at least top 5 on
I agree with that.
If you do not, here's the thing: if you do not
No.
think Heineken is top 5, then you should just
I
be
think
drinking.
it has a solid.
You should be
Heineken's a
drinking.
You know what they
You
call
should be
Heineken?
drinking the Orange High C
Skunk
from
beer.
McDonald's
Yeah,
because
they
you're
call them skunk
clearly a
beers. You know
fucking
why?
child.
Hey, do not shit on
It's like-
Orange
because it's
High
shit
C
like
from
a skunk.
McDonald's.
I'm
No,
defending
absolutely not. It's
Heineken by
good.
saying
No,
that.
it's not.
Orange High
I
C
cannot
is-
agree that you would put Heineken below freaking what do we put at the Natty Light? You said 10.
I would rather drink Natty Light over Heineken.
That's
That is
crazy.
bullshit.
That's fucking
That's
wild.
crazy.
I've never
You-
had Natty Light, so maybe
It's
I wouldn't.
That's crazy.
water.
Okay, that's why you wouldn't.
It actually
it's
is.
water with a hint of yeast.
I would say Natty Light. Have you ever had Keystone Light though?
Yeah, I think so.
What's your thoughts on? That's why you don't remember because Keystone Light is literally fucking bottom of the barrel beer.
There was
It's
a-
literally the
Yeah, but
fucking
I'll
worst.
drink it.
There was a can of
I will
Natty
drink
Light
any
and
beer.
Keystone
Yeah.
Light. There was a can of both of those beers out by the bridge where we filmed Braden's music video.
Okay. Well, anyway, number 9 votes. Mine is Miller Lite.
Miller Lite.
Fuck it. As long as Mick Ultra's top 5, I'll take that.
Bush.
Heineken.
Okay,
So we
well,
still got a
you're
majority for
outvoted.
Miller.
Miller Lite.
Yep. Miller
is
Lite.
number 9. It's not letting me do it in a reverse order, so it's going like this. Okay, number 8.
Burger King foot lettuce.
Worst thing, the last thing you want on your Burger
Number
King burger.
15.
Number 8. For me personally,
Natty.
we already put
The
Natty.
last thing you
Natty's
want.
number 10.
Natty's number
Burger
10.
King
Natty's
burger.
the worst
Natty's the
one.
worst
Sorry, we
one.
went on
Someone's
two tangents.
unopened
I already
Heineken.
fucking
Yeah.
know it's 10.
We got Natty, and then we got
Miller Lite.
Miller Lite. Out
I'll
of
put-
this list, this is
putting-
hard.
I'm putting Budweiser. Fuck that shit.
You think
Budweiser?
Budweiser is
No.
number 8?
So an ice cold
Budweiser is-
Budweiser in a
Budweiser-
glass bottle is a top 3 beer.
I fuck with
We're gonna be here
Budweiser.
all night.
Budweiser is ass in my
Okay,
opinion.
here's the thing though. These are not fair comparisons because Budweiser is not a light beer. The rest of them
not-
are light.
This is just a beer
This is
tier
just this
list.
is just this is a preference. What's your preference on beers? Right? Would you
I
rather
mean,
have a Mick Ultra
an
or
ice cold
Budweiser?
one.
Would you
If
rather
you're
have a
next to each
Corona
other, What
Extra?
would you have?
Mr. Pedantic.
Do that.
Pedantic.
If
I
I
am
give
being
you
pedantic.
if I
because
give
it's
you
not a
10
fair
beers,
comparison.
if I give you these 10 beers.
Beer is beer.
So Eric, think about it like this,
I feel like
right?
Busch Light's the same
Build your
answer
opinion
here,
on
right?
this. I'm giving you
Yeah.
a
feel like
10
Busch
beer
Light is-
flight.
Yeah.
You have to finish all 10 beers
Mhm.
and you have to drink them from worst to best. Save the best for last.
Like the Rank King.
Yes.
Okay.
Are you sure you want to have this man on your podcast again?
Honestly,
I know how this works. I'm just trying to be annoying.
I'm gonna be real.
I'm pulling a Z right now. I already know I've lost the argument. I'm just trying to make you mad.
You gave me a shirt. I can't be mad.
Oh, there you go.
All right. I would say,
burned
yeah.
it.
I mean, I agree with Nathan.
I'm going Bush Light. I feel like
Bush
that's
Light
a safe
would probably
answer.
be a safe
I
answer for
would-
number
yeah,
8.
I agree. Bush
Yeah.
Light's garbage.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll drink it if it's free.
That I
Okay.
won't do.
So
I'll drink any of
now
those if they're
for
free.
Number 7, I mean, for me personally, I'd probably put Bud Light.
That's fair because Bud Light. it's
Bush
like-
and Bud are
Budweiser
like
over
the
Bud
same
Light.
thing to me.
Honestly, God, Bud Light would be 9 if it was me. So I'm fine with that.
I would rank Bud Light as 5 because it is the most average beer ever.
Yeah, it's an easy beer, but
well,
it's
and Bud
not
Light's
like,
one of those beers that if you can drink Bud Light, you have a beer anywhere you go.
Yeah, I mean that's
Everywhere
fair. I
has
think
Bud
that's
Light.
fair. So then we're gonna are we in agreement? Number 6,
Yeah.
Bud Light.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna put Bud Light there, it has to be like very, very close to Budweiser.
No, because they're two
They're the
inherently
exact same thing.
They're
to me.
not. They're
No.
inherently
They're the
different.
exact same
No.
thing.
Flavor profile, they're different. They're not. One's a
Absolutely
light
not.
beer, one's not a light
Corona
beer.
9000 taste buds.
Okay, we can't. Okay, so can we just talk about this for real
Heavy
quick?
is so different.
So can we
We're
just
not
talk about
talking
this for a
Bud Heavy,
second?
We're talking about Budweiser.
That's Bud Heavy.
That is,
Is
that
it?
is,
Yes,
that
you
is heavy.
idiot.
You did
Okay.
not just say
Oh
that.
my
to me.
God.
You did not just say that
Okay,
to me right now.
so
that is
okay.
because-
Bro.
that
No,
is
let's
because
talk about
Tastes
your
the same to
opinions.
me. If it's not Mick Ultra, it tastes the same.
Okay, so let's talk about this and his
Heineken
opinions
is
on
one
Weird
beer.
place to draw the line.
Because his
And I
opinions
love Mick Ultra.
on food, right? We can't take this seriously because he will microwave a Totino's pizza for 3 minutes and then eat
That's
it.
true.
You're
That's
on
pretty
our
weird.
stoned.
That's pretty weird.
It wasn't even.
How?
Like
Cooked.
Dylan's
It was
mud
even like
cake.
fully melted.
No, it was just this floppy mess of microwaved pizza, and he just goes to town on it.
It was good.
You could have waited like
uh,
2 more minutes, and it would have been cooked all the way
Hey,
Your
through.
Honor, I have no regrets.
I would do the same thing, to be honest. If it tastes good, I don't really care. I'll
Your
just
Honor, I
eat
was
it.
feeling silly.
But it was. There's no way that was cooked all the way through. That was still cold in places.
Okay, well, that's kind of fucked up.
No, it literally like wasn't even fully melted. Like
it wasn't cold. I'll tell you that.
Were you that
It
It was
wasn't
impatient?
literally
hot.
just floppy.
Okay. That's kind of
He
weird.
microwaved it enough to make it not frozen.
To
Tua?
to keep the conversation
biggest
back on the
competitor.
beers though. Speaking of Bud Heavy, I will never forget the fucking time when I had recently turned 21 and had people over to the house, and there happened to be alcohol of their choice there. Jake fucking requested a 30 pack of Bud Heavy. Kid drank one and didn't touch the rest of them. Me
Okay,
and
but-
TJ fucking hated Bud Heavy.
Can we just talk about it though? There was a
Why
second
the
time.
fuck would I buy a 30 pack for Jake? Dude,
There-
it's like 90 pounds.
there was a second time where he had someone pick up Bud Heavy for this house. Did not even open it.
Exactly.
You know who did?
He was here for all of
Yeah.
like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Like Bud Heavy.
He showed up, was
You
like,
like
"Hey
Bud
guys,"
Heavy.
and then
Bud
left.
Heavy.
Yeah.
Bud
So,
Heavy's good.
Jake,
It's
if you're listening to
specifically in a
this, you
glass
owe me
bottle.
money for that, by the way. Adjusted to inflation, that's like 150 bucks.
Are we putting Bud Heavy at number 5?
just because
Yeah.
of my experience with Jake alone? Yeah, that's
fair.
Budweiser.
But Bud Heavy's a good 5th beer.
Okay, now where are we putting Budweiser, guys?
Yeah, where's Budweiser?
Yeah, see, where are you putting Bud
where
Heavy?
you wanna put
Is it
Bud
Bud
Heavy,
Heavy,
Bud
Budweiser?
Fuck
Bud
yes.
Light?
We're over an hour. Time's up. We gotta go.
Where are we putting Bud Medium?
Yeah, we're-
Dog, putting Bud Medium up your fucking butt ass.
You
Go
heard
take a
him.
walk, see.
Okay.
I'll take a walk to the bathroom. That's what I'm gonna do.
So
Again?
then, number
Again, I never went to the
4.
Okay.
Number 4. What are we feeling, boys? Our options left are Modelo, Mick, Coors, and Corona.
I'd say Corona.
Honestly, I'm gonna be real. I don't like Corona. I'll drink it if it's there, but it's not my favorite.
prefer
I
Modelo over
I
Corona.
feel like Corona actually deserves the number 4 spot just because of the fact that I don't think it's good without a lime.
Yeah.
I
think
feel that
Modelo
way.
is
I
better
feel
than
that way
Corona.
about most
Oh,
cervezas.
absolutely. Modelo is way
I
better.
can drink a plain Modelo.
Yep.
No problem.
But I can't drink a plain
I
Corona.
will not drink a plain
Yeah,
Corona.
I
I'm
agree.
just kidding. If,
Oh,
it's,
wait,
if,
actually,
if it's a cold beer and
we
it's
haven't
free,
even put Heineken on the list yet.
well, I was
So-
hoping
I
you wouldn't
think-
notice that because Heineken's at
so-
least top 3.
So wait, so then are we at number 5 then?
We're
We're
at
at number-
If we have
15,
Mick Ultra-
5. We're at 6.
So
Wait,
we're at 4.
what? So
Four
this is
out
our
of
top
10.
4. Okay, but we
Yeah,
haven't
top
done.
4.
So we have what?
Kilo cannot
Heineken,
count.
Corona,
Colorblind and
Modelo,
colorblind.
Mick Ultra, and
Hold on.
Heineken.
Hold up.
How do we have 5 beers left?
Hold up. Okay. Right now I have written down Natty Light, Miller, Busch, Bud Light, Budweiser.
Okay, so then we're in the top 5. This is our 5th beer.
There's our fifth
I was
beer.
gonna
I
say
would
something
say-
when you
I would
read
say
them off
Heineken.
originally.
Yeah, why didn't you
But I
fucking
didn't-
say something?
Because I didn't want to get attacked again.
Well, the last time you got attacked because you had a bad
Yeah,
opinion.
maybe you should fucking remember that.
Yeah,
Don't
okay.
replay
Let's shut
shit.
the fuck up.
Actually, no.
Okay, so this is number 5.
Positive
I
I'm still
reinforcement.
standing by Corona.
I would put Corona and then Heineken.
Put Heineken then Corona.
I think I would put
I agree.
Heineken then Corona.
Oh, these are horrible takes. I'm never coming back on
I
this
think I would
podcast.
put Heineken then Corona because I think I would rather have.
What
a
if I told you
Corona.
that you will because of the guest you'll be with next? You'll enjoy it.
I still
Okay.
will never be on this, but I'm kidding.
Nathan's learning about his own next podcast guest right now.
Not
Okay,
yet. We'll
so
start with
then-
Nathan.
Nathan moments.
Okay, Corona or Heineken?
I'm putting Heineken at number 5. I think it's worse than Corona.
I'm going Corona.
Tiny.
Tiny.
Heineken it is.
Fucking children on this
Heineken's
podcast.
number
It's
5. And then
absolutely
would we
insane.
agree
There's
then
a
that
guy
Corona's at
drinking
number 4?
whiskey and Coke.
'Cause
right
it's
now.
objectively-
I would agree that Corona is
Objectively
number
the worst cerveza between Modelo and Corona.
4. Yeah.
Pacifico should be on this list because it's just better, but it's
Well,
okay.
I'm curious then. I'm curious just your opinion on that. Do you like Dos Equis?
I like Dos
Do
Equis.
you like that better than Corona?
I like it better than Corona.
Okay.
I would go so if
I
you're
don't
going
think
like
I've had it
Damn,
enough.
if you
Corona
go
hater,
Dos Equis, Corona, Modelo, and Pacifico, like the 4 big
Where's
cervezas.
Chris? Chris would back
Corona
me
is
up on
my
this.
least favorite.
He's the only
Then
one.
Dos Equis, not because I think it's bad. It's just it's a very strong flavor, and I couldn't start my night with a Dos Equis.
I could see-
If you get me like 1 or 2 beers deep, sure I can start drinking it. Then Modelo. Modelo needs a lime though. If you give me Modelo with a lime, I will drink the shit out of it. And then Pacifico. Pacifico, I don't think needs a citrus. However, with a lemon, it's fucking perfect.
I would put Modelo above Pacifico. Okay.
It's Modelo time.
Wait, are we on our top 3 now?
Yeah.
My hot
Top
take is that
3.
a beer should not require anything to make it better.
You like
No, it's
Shock
just
Top.
good. It's
So
just
I feel like
Mexican beers.
Required an orange.
They're good with
Shock
wine.
Top is really
Shock
good.
Top
Shock
is good,
Top
but I
is
drink
very
it
good.
without an orange.
Shock Top with an orange though is S tier. It's not that it requires the citrus. It's that it's better with the citrus.
I get that.
It's just like a whiskey. It's just like an old fashioned. It's
Top
better
3
with the
now.
orange peel in it.
We're at Modelo,
I don't make mine with
Mick
orange peels.
Ultra, and Coors.
How did Coors make it this
We
high?
Coors
let
made it this
Coors
fucking
get
far.
this
Exactly.
far?
Coors
Oh
made
my
it this fucking
God.
far. And Heineken is already.
run.
Coors is my nostalgia
is-
beer because of the Boston trip. So
Yeah, that's how I feel about Coors.
Okay,
It's
Coors is
like-
number 3.
Hey, okay, can we replace Coors Light with Coors Banquet then for the sake of it being high up
No,
on the
this
list?
is the sales. This is on sales.
If Coors Banquet's thrown in there, Coors Banquet is S tier. It is number 1.
I
See,
disagree,
this is
but
why I
it's
feel
okay.
like we should have had a bigger list, and then
We
like,
should have made a
actually, like,
physical tier
physical
list.
tier list.
Can we
Well,
just
this
throw
was-
out
this
this
was-
whole
we should have
podcast
just-
and
we should-
re-record the entire thing
We
with
should
the
have just
tier
bought
list?
all
Yeah,
of
sure.
these beers.
It's like
We should
almost
have
like
just bought all the fucking beers and just tried them all.
do some taste tests.
That'd be a good one.
Okay,
That would be a good
well,
one.
let's finish this out.
Save that for season 2.
But season 2, we
Well,
revisit
we
this and we
revisit it.
have a whole fucking set. So
this
let's
will be
finish
the
this
season
out.
finale episode every year. I like that.
I'm cool with that.
I like this.
Another, like,
Okay, but
readdress our
next
beer
time,
tier list.
next
How
time
often do
we
they
record
update
it
the
on a
beer world?
weekend and we have to finish every beer.
a new
Yeah,
patch
no, we'll
drop.
drink.
Yeah,
we'll
beer-
get. So what
beer
we'll do
patch.
is we'll
We're not getting
revisit.
out of here.
No, this is what we do, okay? We record it on a weekend, right? And if you have a beer that you're like, no, I believe that it deserved this spot, you have to drink that many to get it in that
Oh my
spot.
god! Well, so this is what I was going to say. Right? We revisit this.
Of
We,
that beer.
we,
So if, like,
we revisit
if
this in a
hypothetically
year.
you're like, all right, Heineken deserves 7th. You have to drink 7 Heinekens? Or did I just
So then if I say
completely
this-
say
so-
that?
No, you're right. But now I'm seeing a problem.
Yeah,
'Cause if
because
it's like,
then-
if it's number 1, then there's no like.
How about we do the opposite? 10th place
Yeah,
is the
10
that's
out
what
of
I'm
10 is
saying.
the best one.
10th place, like if it's like S tiers or no, yeah,
So-
10th place would be the best one or something
So
like
how
that.
about this? We just revisit
You have
this.
to drink 10 Heinekens if you want it to be number
Dude.
1.
We just get a 6-pack of every beer and we get an opinion. And if you say, or we get a 12-pack, 12-pack's even better idea. And you go, you get your number 1 pick. You have to grab the 12-pack. You have to drink the entire 12-pack at the beginning of the episode. Like
Sounds
throughout before
awful.
we're
At the
done. you have to-
beginning?
No, hell no.
No. So at the beginning, we start the episode. Hear me out. Okay. You have a 12-pack. Everyone comes in with what their number 1 beer is. Whoever finishes their 12-pack by the end of the episode, that's the number 1 beer. It's the most drinkable. Nathan will finish it because his beer is literally water.
No, I don't.
I love
don't
you,
think
buddy,
that's
but-
My
fair.
beer is literally water.
You say PBR is water?
Water with yeast flavor.
Joey, I think
That is
No,
not.
that's not.
That's
also
what you
not
call
my favorite
Natty
beer.
Light, brother.
That's my. That's
No,
my.
that's water
is
with
water.
That is
hint of
also
yeast.
I've covered it. That is my go-to beer. That is not my favorite beer.
What is your favorite beer?
Hams.
Apricot Moon Gold.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. That's it. Okay. Me and you've been
I
meaning
don't
to
see
try
you with
that.
any
Yeah.
Apricot Moon Gold merch.
It's because it's
I got
fucking
PBR
local.
underwear.
It's local.
I only bought that shit for me. It's comfy too. That's like my favorite pair of underwear, dude.
He just walks around like a fucking hidden advertisement.
the fucking
Wait,
PBR
Emily
sailor.
bought you PBR underwear?
Yeah, she saw it at the
And
store.
you don't have any, Nathan?
How do you know?
I mean, can you prove it?
I can, but here's the thing: it's not underwear. I am sponsored by them,
It's a
but
G-string.
it is
It's a Speedo.
tatted. It is
It's a
tatted
G-string.
somewhere that I cannot
Ooh,
reveal.
okay, like Jake.
See, and you know what's really funny?
Front side.
I was like, you know how we're
From
talking.
Soft?
I think me and you will agree on this that like Coors Banquet and PBR are very similar.
They're literally basically
That's
the
what
exact
I
same
said.
thing.
And Nick fucking yelled at me in the Ozarks and said, that is so wrong. And blah,
I
blah,
bet you.
blah.
I bet Nick
He's a
is
certified PBR hater.
I know he's
Does-
a PBR hater.
Yeah.
He's not here to defend himself, so I'm not going to go too hard into it. But at the same time, that is a fucking.
Here's what you
I
do.
feel like
Here's
it's
what you
dumb
do.
talk.
You
I feel
ask
like
him
it's a bad take.
if you want to see if he can have an opinion or not, and if he's at Friendsgiving, I'll ask him this exact fucking question. Ask him if he wants a Colorado Kool-Aid. If he doesn't know what the fuck a Colorado Kool-Aid is, he cannot have a stance on beers.
Do you know what a
Fuck is
Colorado Kool-Aid is?
If I say it
Kool-Aid?
on here,
He's gonna research it before.
Really?
Yeah.
I know.
well, why would you look at me like you didn't?
No, I was.
Oh, I thought you looked at me like you didn't know.
I knew.
Does this guy know?
Huh?
You actually should. I said it in.
Actually,
Discord
I
the other day.
think he said it in the Ozarks, so I'm pretty sure he knows what it is.
All right, then if he does, then he owes me a beer.
So okay, so then we have what? 2 beers left. We have Modelo and
Well, hold on. What did we put Coors, at
Coors.
3?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. There's no way Coors is fucking climbing all the way to the
Coors.
fucking beer championship.
Coors.
We're knocking it out at the fucking divisional round.
Coors.
Coors had the greatest runs.
I would say Modelo then McUltra.
Not as good as the Mango's lose their run though.
True.
Modelo, then McUltra.
Yeah.
See, I'm of the opposite opinion, but that's a little bit bias on my part. If we're talking about general, just drinkable beers,
Yeah.
I still would rank
What the
Modelo
fuck?
higher, personally.
We're going off of general drinkable beers, not counting the lads. Is Bud Light is number one because people in America suck.
Well, we can't read it.
We can't read
I
the
know,
list.
I'm just- I'm just
at our
saying.
spe-
The votes
yeah.
are in.
I
Stop
feel,
the
I,
count.
I feel like it goes Modelo then make Ultra. I'm fine with
Modelo,
that.
I guess
McUltra.
between
Fuck it,
yeah.
we ball.
I would say Modelo then McUltra.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, you have to. There's audio.
Yeah.
Oh.
Did you describe your shirt for the audio listeners?
We'll do that after we finish the tier list. Let's
Okay.
stay on
How
track a
hard is
little
it
bit.
to describe? Okay.
Because Z has
All right, it's your
one thing to
podcast.
say, and then we're done with the beard tier list.
Yeah.
Modelo.
You have to agree, Mike. Talk.
Nick.
Z is nodding his head for the audio listeners. I'll describe it. He's waving his hand now.
Hello, America.
I'm wearing a shirt, by the way. So for the
Obama.
audio listeners who did not get to see me trip and fall, Eric gave me a shirt that is just a plain black shirt,
That's
and
so
it just says joeymoments.com on the front of it, which is so fucking awesome because I've been talking about getting this shirt made since I
Yeah,
started
you
the
remember when I
podcast.
asked you like 3 weeks ago what font the logo's in?
Is that why?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I didn't even. Fuck, I'm so stupid.
Oh my god, you did!
I'm so stupid. I should have pieced together something.
Wow.
I didn't even think about it. I thought it had something to do with something that you were planning for
It
videos
did
or
have something to
TikTok.
do with something I was planning.
Well, yeah. I just didn't know it was for a shirt, which, it's super funny because Squarespace just gave me this font and was like, this is the default
It's
font.
an
And I was
Adobe
like,
font too.
I was like, I like it. It's a nice font. And then it's a little bit different than the one I use on my Twitch streams because that's the same one that Adult Swim uses. I had to go hunt down that fine, which is it's
Is it a
Helvetica.
licensed font?
It's Helvetica.
Oh,
Do
that's
Uh,
not a
not
licensed
use
font.
Helvetica. You're lying.
It's I want to say it's Helvetica.
You're
Is what
lying.
it is.
The Adult Swim
Say cap
font?
right now.
I'm not, God, I'm getting roasted.
No, dude. If you use Helvetica, like, oh, that font is so bad. I'm sorry. Never use it. That's like almost as bad as using Comic Sans.
Bought the videographer.
Yeah, honestly.
We use Comic Sans for everything.
Well, okay, so
It is Helvetica.
Yeah, I was about to say I thought it was. Well, so I did it because that was just like the theming that I went with, and for Twitch, I haven't abandoned that that yet. I probably will at some point, but
You probably find your own branding.
well, we've been working on
Damn.
that. And
So you find your identity.
yeah, well, the Twitch
I know.
streaming was all of my transitions were the Adult Swim bumpers.
Yeah.
That I made, because I made those all back when that was popular. That was a trend at the time, and I liked that a lot more than what people were doing with it. Just the one-offs. I really liked that. And I mean, at some point I'll change it, but we also have the logo, which I put on Twitter and I showed it off, and it's on Spotify now and on all of the socials for Joey Moments. You made that. And that was such an interesting night because that was me, you, and Eric and SB were in Discord while you made that.
Yeah, I believe so. I don't know if that's
The first version. I'll put that on Twitter. The very first version.
It's bad.
I saw the vision right away, but
It didn't work out.
no.
Here's the thing.
didn't.
I'm
Yeah.
not a designer, and honestly, I still want to work on it. And if there are any listeners that are good designers and just want to fucking fix that shit for free, go ahead. I don't use Illustrator. I am a hobbyist with Illustrator. But I would like to make it.
You know my
Cleaner.
solution to that? I do everything in Photoshop and I make it like 2000 by 2000. So if I ever need to resize it, I can just make it smaller and it'll look fine.
But even just like using, it's just Illustrator just has better logo.
Yeah, it's I like the logo. I love that the rubber duck has become my brand identity. I mean,
Have you
everyone's-
ever explained why?
Well, so it's so funny because it doesn't even start where you think that it starts. Because what you're thinking of is the 100 rubber ducks that are hidden around
Does
this
it start
house.
with your hat?
I was thinking of the hat.
So the hat is where for the lads it starts. But I've always liked rubber ducks, like since I was a kid.
I had the exact same
yeah.
reaction. I had the exact same reaction to that.
Well, me and Eric were talking about this before you guys showed up.
Are you 5? What?
Well, so let me get into it. So imagine.
I want you to look at how many Legos are throughout this house, Tarek, and
Okay.
tell me if you were surprised.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
There's totally not Legos, a Master Chief helmet, and a TARDIS behind you.
And a 7-Eleven cup from space.
Hey,
That I helped you win.
you did, and we drank
Indirectly.
Bland's out of.
I don't remember that.
You were shit faced in mine and Dylan's apartment.
Apparently I did that. I don't remember
You
doing
want to
that.
do it again?
However, prospective
Honestly,
buyers
we do it
listening
again.
to this, I totally did not drink out of the space cup and devalue it.
Ooh,
No, I
you're
did.
never selling that thing now.
I don't think I ever would. So when I was a kid, my parents would always put on Sesame Street, and Ernie was my first dog was named Ernie. So I really liked Ernie. Ernie was like one of my favorite characters, and he had this stupid fucking rubber duck. And I've loved rubber ducks since I was a kid. Not like I had a bunch. Growing up, I
He's a
didn't have any
collector.
rubber ducks, but
Avid collector of rubber ducks.
Rubber duck enthusiast.
But,
Do
you
you
know-
drive a Jeep Wrangler by chance?
what? Okay. Can someone explain why fucking Jeep drivers are obsessed with rubber ducks?
They like trade them amongst each other, I think. So like when people see their Jeep and they're like, I like your Jeep, they leave a rubber duck on the handle.
so is
I
it
think.
like in
And
like
so then when you see
Florida,
them
like
driving
the-
past, if they have a line of ducks, those are like people who give them to them.
What?
Yeah,
so is it
I'm
like-
pretty sure.
Never heard of this.
You,
yeah,
have you
no,
ever
it's a
seen a
thing.
Jeep with like 1,000 rubber
Yeah.
ducks on the dashboard?
And I've been
Yeah.
seeing it more and more often.
Really?
now.
Yeah,
No,
no, it's
I've
it's
been-
yeah.
And- okay,
it's,
but
it's a
now that I
thing,
pointed it out, you're going to see them
you
everywhere.
will see
Everywhere.
everywhere.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure it's when people see your Jeep and they're like, I like that Jeep, they'll leave a rubber duck on the handle or on the hood of your car. And then you take that one and you put it on your dashboard for other people to see when they drive
Could
past.
you imagine how that started? Like, imagine you're some guy who has a Jeep and somebody just keeps putting a fucking rubber ducky on there.
Like, where the fuck is
You're like, where the fuck is this coming from? And you just eventually lost the psychological battle, and you're like, fuck it, whatever.
Just
It
start
goes in
putting
the
them on display.
dash.
That's
But
this
then
is just
you
so
go
weird.
out
Yeah.
to your car the next day, and there's another new rubber ducky.
Yeah, that's I just don't understand
Rubber
where that
ducky.
trend
We're duck
started.
maxing.
Rubber ducky.
I think it was probably
Rubber ducky.
people on some stupid fucking Jeep owner Facebook page who thought it'd be fun, and then they forced everybody else to do it.
This is like fucking.
That's my conspiracy theory.
I'm gonna take a little break here. I have to pee bad.
Well, go pee. We'll keep talking. Well, so yeah, and so I liked rubber ducks, and then I bought the rubber duck hat because I thought it was funny for the Ozarks. And when Dylan, Tyler, and Marshall were moving out of the house before Z, John, and JC moved in, Dylan bought a little package of these tiny.
Was it Dylan or Marshall? I thought it was
It
Marshall.
might have been Marshall.
I think Marshall bought
But this tiny little pack of 100, like tiny, like the size of your fingernail, rubber ducks. And I was out doing something one day, and they spent the entire afternoon hiding them around the house. And I get home, and Marshall goes, "I'll give you $1,000 if you can find all 100 of them." And Dylan goes, "I'll match it before your lease ends." Little did they know we would renew the lease. I gave myself an extra 12 months to find it. I have found 85.
I would be tearing this fucking.
However,
apart,
well,
man.
no. So here's the thing, though. I was told by at least one person that there is at least one that I will probably never find because it very well may have gotten thrown away. Don't know where it would have been, but
I know where one is. But
Demand
I
a
can't,
refund.
I
I know where
can't
one
tell
is.
you.
I know
it
where.
is.
Yeah, I know where. I know where a couple
like
are.
you know where a couple still are.
Yeah. I know where one is that I have been told you probably won't
never
get.
find.
Yeah.
I feel
I
like
fucking
we're all
hate it.
thinking about the same.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so funny. It was just such a funny.
I'm surprised it never got out.
Yeah.
Never found that.
It's just so funny. I found the one in the rafters in the storage room, which was really funny. I was in there with John looking for something, and John was just looking, and I turn around and I catch him just awkwardly staring at the rafter, and he goes, and he looks down at me really quick, like nothing happened. I'm like, the fuck's in the rafters? And so I go look, and I jump up because I'm short. And I see it, and I'm like, motherfucker, why is there a rubber duck in the goddamn
Well,
rafter?
two of your old roommates were freakishly tall.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I found the one that was in the sliding glass door, which was the other one that was, I don't know how they jammed that in there. We had to use a fucking screwdriver to pop it out. And as soon as it got out all of the tension, it just shot to the ground.
Have you checked the top of your like cabinetry in the kitchen?
Yeah. And I did not see any. I
It's
went
like
and
those
stood up on
memes
the
when you,
counter
like,
and
lift them up, just showing up my dog places you've never seen before.
I do that to my cats.
I do that to Kimba. And Kimba is never amused. He just tries to bite my hand.
Well, he's not the brightest dog in the bunch.
No, he's a sweetheart. His heart's in the right place.
Bless his heart.
He's so energetic. I love him.
Cheers to
Every
the
day is
camera.
a miracle with him. But we've talked about a lot of stuff. We've talked about the lads video. We've talked about beers. We got to witness a Joey moment.
Yeah,
And there's
man.
nothing better to
on the
do
season finale.
on the season
That
finale.
actually is very
It's fitting.
poetic.
I guess.
Thank God I disconnected my laptop. That would have been fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Was that your work laptop?
Yeah.
Ah,
You would have broke the whole
that would
thing.
have been one
Joey.
hell of a help desk ticket.
Hey, but guess who knows how
that
to
would have
fix
been.
that?
Hey, I do know how to fix.
That is true.
Hopefully it has
You
Apple
know how to
Care
fix
on
the
it.
TV you broke?
No, it's called buy a new one.
Wait,
Um,
how long were Danny and Tyler's episode? Who has the longest one now?
Tyler is at 100. Geez, an hour and 46 minutes.
Oh, we could break that easy.
If you guys want to, I'm always down to keep talking. I'm a yapper. You're a yapper. We know you're a yapper.
Yeah, I'm a yapper, but my record was shattered twice.
Well, because you had
So
two
I am no longer a
other
yapper.
yappers.
It's Tyler.
Well, okay, that's
really?
true.
That's the angle you're going here? Is you're just
Actually,
going to give
You could
up?
defend your honor.
Here's what I'm going to say.
The real stacks would never give up
Here's
like
what I'm going to
that.
say.
That's
Here's what I'm going to say. Well,
washed.
that's why
He's
I'm
a
like,
washed
you have
yapper.
4 other people on here. If you stop it prematurely, then that would be never. I was going to make a reference that would spoil something. So I'm not
A
gonna-
reference to stopping prematurely?
It would be like just cutting to black. That's all I'm going to say. And Tarek will understand. So
I also understand that reference. We've all seen the show you're talking about.
I'm pretty confident that maybe Z has. I know for a fact that Eric is not.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
no.
don't know what the fuck you're
That
talking
shows
about.
that show might be
I
too
don't
long
think-
for Eric to watch.
I don't think you've ever finished it, have you?
No. I've
Literally-
not.
Do you know what we're talking about though?
Dude,
Okay, okay.
Literally one of the greatest fucking shows I've ever fucking watched in my entire
No,
life.
it's
so
it's
good.
absolutely
There's
amazing.
a song on Glass Animals' new album that does that.
Just cuts.
Or just stops. Yeah.
Wow.
Saw It Live is pretty good.
Like Pain That Remains, part
Did you
1
say
and
you
2.
saw it live this
and
weekend?
3 if you listen to
What?
it out of order.
You saw it live
Just
this
cuts.
weekend?
Not this weekend, a couple months ago.
Oh, okay, okay.
Did Nathan just
Um,
talk about Lorna Shore? Wait, did I just catch that right?
My brother, yeah, I love Lorna.
God,
You've been on Lorna Shore.
You didn't know that?
no, I didn't.
Yeah.
That's new to me.
What?
What?
Yeah.
You never heard the story about Anna listening to Lorna Shore to go to sleep?
Through
No.
the Hell, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Anna listens to Through the Hellfire on repeat to go to sleep
That's
sometimes.
insane.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess So this is a good transition. Is there any weird like sleep habits that you guys have? Like, so for me, and Z is not
That
witness
one
to it,
came out
but
of left field.
Z
Do you
has
ever just
listened
like
to it.
watch your roommate when you sleep?
No. So no, because
I
So hear me out though, because I sleep falling asleep to YouTube basically every night. I watch like video essays and I pass the fuck out, or I watch like Summoning Salt. I cannot tell you how many times I've fallen asleep to summoning salt. But I blare it underneath my pillow. I guarantee you Z's probably gone to the bathroom at least once and heard my YouTube.
Nope.
Hello.
Huh.
Oh. No.
I can
Is
think
that
of, I
like,
can think
is
of
that like a weird sleep habit or something? Or what are you?
Well,
That's
yeah,
like
like do
the
you
most
have like
Zoomer
yeah.
thing. You're in the majority of
I feel like
Zoomers,
that's
I
not
think.
weird.
I
to just
think,
fall asleep. Okay,
fall asleep to
but
YouTube,
hear this
yeah.
out. Hear me out though. It in my mind it's weird because I have the TV in my room and I never play YouTube on my TV. I just put it on my phone under my pillow.
No,
so it's
Danny does
muted
it.
a little bit, and then I
Danny
conk
does it
out.
in the Ozarks. In the
Yeah,
cabin.
he does. I don't know how he has connection down
I
there.
don't do it with other
I'm
people.
one of the people. Or
I
is it
serve
you
in
that
the
only
cabin.
gets it when the satellite goes over?
When the satellite goes over is when I get connection. But no, dude, like I'll fall asleep to YouTube and I'll wake up to like, it's always like a 10-hour long video. But I fell asleep one time and I woke up and apparently I learned the entire Dark Souls lore, like all 3 games. It was like a 7-hour video.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm gonna raise my kid on.
I've woken
no
up
actual
to
class, just Dark Souls lore.
like I will unironically be watching a YouTube video in
Wait,
bed,
Lord
and
of
sometimes I just
Sinja.
fall asleep. I was watching a video breaking down something for the WoW expansion, and I woke up to a fucking. At some point, I had clicked on a playlist. I was in a 27-hour long playlist of WoW lore.
That's fair.
I have a lot of funny stories pertaining to sleep.
Like
But
Tyler?
the only habit, no, I can think of actually a couple that have happened
You
here
guys
in
have
the
already
house.
talked about that.
Yeah.
No, as a kid though, I used to do this weird thing where as I was falling asleep, I would just randomly stick an arm straight up. I don't know why. And then I would sit there and I'd be like, as I'm falling asleep, I'd be like, why am I doing that? And I'd put it, I don't know why. I think it was because I had like a headboard and I would like kind of like mess with it. I would kind of mess with it. And then I would just fall asleep with like my arms up.
You,
It was
you,
weird.
guys, you know the thing where like you're about to fall asleep, but then you like feel like you're gonna die or something. You go like that.
Yeah.
I did that the other night. My cat was laying on me. I fucking launched him across the room.
So we're in the Ozarks this week, and fucking, I'm sleeping on my bed. Z, you're sleeping on the couch. You weren't asleep yet. I don't think. I think you were awake at this point. I was, no, you're probably asleep. This is the worst I've ever jumped in my sleep. I was drunk off my ass and I felt like I was falling in my sleep. I almost fell off the bed.
Dude, I scared the shit out of Emily the other night. Like, bad. Like, so I don't know what it was. So I was having
talking.
no, it wasn't even that. I was having a dream and it was literally like, it was fucking horrifying. I usually don't have nightmares, but it was basically, I was like bound, like my arms were bound and my legs were also tied up
You
and
got a
stuff like
freaky in
that.
here?
Yeah, a little freaky. And I was surrounded.
Sounds like my dream.
I was surrounded by like all.
What do you mean by
people
that, Joey?
Figure that out.
I know in my life, like the lads, my family, like my girlfriend, like literally everyone that I've ever met, I feel like was there and they were all in front of me and they all just started running up to me and literally just like starts tearing out like my stomach and like ripping me in half basically. And so in my sleep, I was trying to like kick out of the rope or whatever. So I just start kicking and I'm like, I kept making the like sound like that. I'm screaming in my fucking sleep and like kicking and shit. Emily had to wake me up at 3:30 in the morning and be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And like, I was like, I thought I was gonna die. But
All right,
That's
what-
some like
so-
shit you need therapy for.
Yeah.
dude,
Whatever.
honestly, I felt like I needed to.
You gotta go
schedule it.
unpack that.
Was
Yeah.
I have never had a dream like that before.
So whatever you smoke, don't ever let me near it.
I did, I didn't smoke.
That was
just
that's
life,
the
bro.
salvia trip.
That's just raw T-Law mentality, baby.
I've had a lot of dreams about tornadoes recently.
What a Midwestern experience.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
good.
doesn't have
Like,
to do with sleep, but the other night I blind fired Anna on accident with a spray bottle
I'm glad you finished that sentence.
because fucking Juniper, my cat, she likes to mess with the fucking carpet and shit. Like underneath our headboard, and it pisses me off because she'll do it like 4 a.m. And so I grabbed the spray bottle, which was on my nightstand. I went like this trying to spray her, but I think I sprayed Anna instead because I just hear Anna go, She was not too. I don't think she'd be too happy if she was awake for that.
That's
He's had some really odd dreams. I had a dream I was on the stairs and then you know how you kind of kicking,
Mhm.
you know.
On the set.
I was trying to like catch my footing, but I was just falling forward. And that was my entire dream. I just fell on the stairs.
I had a dream.
You
That I was
had
on
a
the
5-second long
stairs.
dream. You just get bodied by gravity and then you wake up.
I had a dream.
Yeah, I
was on
don't
the
usually
stairs, and
dream.
I
It's
woke
more
up
like
on the stairs.
I have a lot of sleep paralysis.
No,
really?
dude,
And
that's
that
the
shit
worst.
sucks.
Noah was my sleep paralysis demon. No, like straight. And Nathan was one of mine too. Actually,
I was apparently.
he was in my closet. It was like open. He was just staring at me, bro, and I was like,
That
"Get
one
the
is
fuck
actually
out."
real though.
Yeah.
I
Yes,
cannot
both of you
believe that
assumed that
Tarek
wasn't
caught me,
real.
dude.
I,
Talk about a terrible time for him to wake up in the middle of the night. That was
I have a lot of issues with sleep, and apparently you fuckers like to invade it every now and then.
Yes. I've never
it's
had
okay if I'm ever someone's sleep paralysis demon. It's just gonna be me sitting there eating like a fucking slice of pizza.
Bowl of chili.
No,
Bowl
this
of
is you
chili.
and Kimba. Kimba's just barking.
So yeah, I was about to talk about this. Fucking, you guys witnessed this right when I shaved my head the first time. The shit that Kimba does right after I'm freshly shaved, where he will just lick my
It's all that
head.
bald man oil.
I shaved, I think it was Wednesday of last week, and I am sleeping like a fucking baby. And at like 4 o'clock in the morning, I just, in my dream, I can feel the warmth on my head. And I start moving in my sleep and I wake up. Dude has me fucking pinned down with his paws and is just licking my head. He has my head like he is paw on my head, paw on my neck, just
out of
licking
context.
There
my
are so many
head.
ways you could have phrased that.
Out of context, he
Dude,
has you pinned
dude,
down. He's licking your head.
I can't.
Okay,
I cannot.
okay.
I cannot wait. I cannot wait for Danny of all people to hear this, and he'll be talking to us in Discord. Be like, "Did you hear that Joey got stinking pinned down by his
Joey
dog?"
got head from his dog.
We're cutting this whole episode scratch. We're cutting it. We're
This
cutting
is
it in
what
post.
Joey, do you still have that
Pinned down,
moldy
he was-
Sea of Thieves energy drink shit on your
I
desk?
thought you were about to say your moldy Sea of Thieves looking
I just
ass
haven't thrown it
pillow.
away. Yeah, it's sealed.
Throw that shit away, dude.
There for like 3 days. Calm down.
No, it's been in here for months.
What? No. That wasn't on my desk until I talked about it the other day with you on Discord.
Like
Before
the
that, it was
pillows.
up in the cupboard.
What Sea of Thieves?
Eric
That
gave me some Sea
right
of Thieves
there.
like powder
Sea
shit,
of Thieves
like Game Fuel
branded like
knockoff, like G Fuel knockoff.
yeah.
And it's just walks right in front of the camera. Yeah, it's gone bad.
Throw it away.
Oh, dude!
That's what I was saying.
All right, 150 followers. Joey,
Joey will eat it.
Eat it.
Dry scoop it.
I think I'd throw up profusely.
You would probably die.
Probably.
Why are you setting it there? Put it back, dog.
Sure.
Yeah, but I'm not arguing with you.
Good
it's-
choice.
Yeah,
Shut the fuck
energy.
up.
What's your guys' favorite Z moment? Like just him being.
I don't have any.
But
My
Pedantic or
favorite
negative?
Zima flavor, huh?
My favorite one is when I moved out.
Yeah, your favorite one's when you moved out and I followed you back up to Omaha.
He's like, I'm not fucking staying down here.
You can't leave me.
I think mine actually was documented. I wasn't even there for it, but it was documented. And thanks to the lads video, it was when he stuttered super bad playing Call of Duty. And he was like, imagine playing on like aim
assist.
control. And then I just like it pauses and everyone goes, "Whoa!"
Oh man.
My God.
One of my favorites, and I don't even know if we have this on video, is when this dude fought gravity so hard in the kitchen. He just goes,
Oh, that
There
was.
was a
all right,
lot of
no,
those, like,
you
that.
all know what
Is
this
that-
is.
is that
No
that-
one is laughing with me.
Is that the one that we have the wasted?
Yes, when he ate shit.
Yes.
My perspective of that was standing in the living room. So the couch was like covering half of him. So he just disappears into the horizon. And I just hear him smash his fucking face on the
That's the
floor.
one where we have the picture. It says wasted and it's Jenna just like
yeah.
like crouched over him.
Yeah.
That just, oh my God.
You see, Eric, you gotta be like
They were not
specific.
matching my energy with how funny that was.
No, I have told that
you
story.
were
that
laughing for like
exact-
30 minutes.
I know, because I told that story exactly how you fucking told it. You stole my shit, bar for
Whatever.
bar.
What fucking that's
My
an
flow,
that's an
bar for
open
bar.
source joke.
God, our whole generation has the same experiences.
It's almost like we spend all of our time together.
That's an
Oh my
open
fucking
source
God.
joke.
Me and Tyler have been fighting each other because we constantly say the same thing as each other in unison all the time. It's really fucking annoying.
It's
Are
probably
we going down the list? Are we
Bar
talking
for
about our
bar.
favorite Idronis moments now?
Oh fuck. Yes, absolutely.
You sound really excited about that.
Actually, I got a few for Eric. Wait, there's a joint one
Joints.
that comes to
Wait,
mind.
we forgot. Z, do you have a favorite Z moment?
Oh yeah.
No. They're all terrible.
Bro, self-love, brother.
Self-love.
One love.
He plays Overwatch. Do you think there's self-love?
That's a good point.
I play Overwatch. I play League of Legends. It doesn't get any worse for me.
No.
You could play Valorant.
That's true.
I have played Valorant. It's still installed on my computer.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's an L.
Yikes. Maybe that's the
That's
problem.
spyware
Maybe
in
that's what's
your
going on with your
computer. It's in
computer.
your fucking brain now too, I bet.
Do you ever think if you uninstalled Valorant, everything would fix itself?
No, China would probably take my computer.
World peace would happen.
World peace would happen if everyone just uninstalled Valorant. That's fair.
Real.
Yeah. So favorite Eric moments, Nathan.
Real.
What's yours?
Oh,
Oh,
Uh,
I got a few. One that comes to mind is when you spilt a certain person's ice cream after he talked about it for like
yeah.
3 hours straight.
the milkshake.
And just just the screaming match that ensued from that was
in
so,
my own basement.
in your
bro.
own basement was
Well, Eric
so
has-
fucking funny.
Eric has actually spilt milk a couple times now because he broke that shit over my.
That's
my
on video
floor
too.
cabinet.
Or my favorite Eric moment. I think we were just talking about this the other day. We went to Planet Fitness and we
Oh my
were doing
fucking
and we
God.
were doing dips. And first of all, Eric, round of applause for Eric who has lost a lot of weight. How much weight have you lost?
Almost 120 pounds.
Jesus
God
Christ!
damn.
Round of applause for him. So
That's
used
half
to
of what I
be
weigh.
a little bit heavier. So
A tad bit, yeah.
so when doing the dips, you had the what are they? The resistance bands. It was like two bars are sticking out, and then he had the resistance bands going through, and he was using those to assist his dips. And Eric was working hard because he was sweaty on his on his knees. And the resistance, as he's going down, slips and flies up and just nails Eric in the face. And me and Danny, in typical me and Danny fucking fashion, just take off.
Take off.
Don't even
Take
ask
on.
him if he's okay. Just sprint in the other direction. Tyler at least had the decency to ask him if he's all right. And it hit you pretty
Yeah, I
dead
came
on.
home from the gym with a black eye.
Yeah.
Jenna thought I got in a fight on the way home.
It was honest to God one of
You
the
were fighting your
funniest.
demons.
It was
I
one of
was.
the funniest things I've ever seen. Me and Danny had to like lay down on the floor to laugh. Like we
That's so
could
funny.
not stand up. That was one of the funniest moments I think ever out of any of the lads. That shit was so funny.
My favorite Eric moment happened, God, fucking probably over 10 years ago at this point. It was middle school. It was when me, you, and John had lockers right next to each other, like 8th grade, and you racked John.
Oh, this is not the one I'm thinking of.
You racked John, and this is one of my favorite John moments too. John was fucking just all he could see was red. It was just rage. Did not even contemplate on who did it, just instinctively turns and hits me as hard as he fucking can in the balls. It's my favorite Eric moment in hindsight. At the time, I fucking could not stand you. Looking back on it now, I wish I could have been on a fly on the wall because that would have been the funniest fucking shit I would have ever witnessed in my life.
John got suspended for racking somebody else too. You
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
He was a
I
serial
don't really
wrecker.
My favorite
That was
moment.
really popular in middle school to do that. I
My
don't know
favorite
why.
moment of that locker that also coincidentally involved you is I was opening it one day and you just decided that you were going to tie your fucking shoe right next to me. I opened my door, bong, right into Joey's fucking big ass head, even though he still had hair. Massive dent in my locker. Gigantic fucking dent. It looked like someone
Joey
fucking
head
got
shape.
shot.
Always had shape in
Well,
the
those
locker.
lockers, dude, those were the most fucking dentable lockers of all time. I had my iPhone 4 and I had the OtterBox and I threw it and it dented the locker,
Why
did
did you
nothing to the
throw
phone.
it?
Now, words cannot describe how loud the sound that your head, that was a shot heard around the world.
It was Joey's head that was loud. It wasn't the
We
locker.
silenced the entire commons area in
Hello.
that middle school
Knock,
with
knock.
your
Hello.
fucking dome.
Hello. Yeah. God, I think that's probably still my favorite. I don't think there's, I can't think of another.
Really?
favorite
I haven't
Eric
taught
moment.
that in 12 years.
God,
Peak in middle
get
school.
better, dude.
I guess so.
Yeah,
What the
Ethan.
fuck?
Well, what can I
Talking about a
say?
skill
Our
issue.
dynamic after that was just giving shit to each other. I don't think that there's been something. I can talk about my favorite moment that you've witnessed of mine, which is the fucking landing on Chris's TV.
That was so fucking funny.
That one's really funny. I wish I
What
could have
made it-
witnessed that from your guys'
What made
perspective.
it peak humor was that you lost your shoes.
Dude, I think that I actually had the best. I think I had the best point of view of that because I was walking back from the dumpster, I think with Chris,
Yeah.
and so we were walking this way on the sidewalk in front of the apartment, and then you have the cars parked like out front like this, right? Well, me and Chris are watching Joey walk, and then he gets behind the car. Just boom, and then his shoes go flying. I just remember Chris just goes, "There's no way." So we come over and he's pulling himself up off the ground. It was so fucking funny.
I used that TV like fucking Captain America's shield.
I don't even know how he managed to get the TV in a position to save him when he.
Well, so
fucking
because I was
fell.
holding it, so it had the mount on it, so I had my arm like as it
Yeah.
was a shield, and I was just carrying it because it was one of these like really cheap TVs that you just like mount in like a kid's room because that's what it was. It was the TV for Juliet's room, and so I just have it and I'm just holding it by the mount. And as I start falling, I go like that and I just swing it in front of me because I don't want to break my arms on the fall. So I'm just like TV. And yeah, I had to go buy them the mount that is holding their TV in their room.
That's
it was,
America's ass.
It was more,
That's America's ass.
that's America's shoe. Oh God, that one's a funny one. Do you guys have favorite Joey moments? Is that one it for you guys?
I think that's a good one. The hot chip, the hot chip one.
The
is
hot
good.
chip one is good.
That one might
Yikes.
be my favorite, just because of how fast that stream ended. That shit was so.
I was so
shit
that
was
one's so funny.
funny.
So that one was very what I'll say is it was very vulgar and
Good word for it.
Yeah,
so
can you tell us? Can you give us the play-by-play?
Dylan. So I'm not gonna say what I said because it shouldn't be repeated. But I'm sitting there and I'm like maybe I
Here
should
comes the twit
take
longer.
a drink of milk, and Dylan goes, you should take a drink of tequila. And I yelled at Dylan. And then immediately after I yelled at Dylan, I frame one ended the stream.
You did
I-
chase it with tequila, though.
I did. Yeah, I
That's
did.
the thing, Joey.
Yep. Yeah, I know I did. I know I did. I know I did.
That was the problem.
Yes.
I would like to just point out of that whole situation, I told you not to.
Yes. Yep.
I was trying to be the voice of reason. Everyone's like, no.
You're always the
Joey,
voice of reason.
chase
Does
it,
anyone ever
chase
listen
it.
to you?
No.
Okay.
That's the problem.
There you go.
That's the problem.
But think
There you
about the
go.
Is it
stories
though,
we would
Tarek?
miss out on.
Exactly. If we had listened to Tarek-
If you do listen to Tarek, you don't get the story
We
out of
wouldn't
it.
have had Austin fucking puking in the Ozarks.
No,
one of like 5 times.
You still would.
Tarek, consider this funny.
Exactly. So frame when I end the stream, I was talking to a girl at the time and she was watching the stream. I have not talked to her since.
You should hit her up.
I got blocked on everything immediately.
Damn.
Dude,
It was pretty funny. I had to call out of work after that though because I was throwing up till 3 a.m. And that was
I will
terrible.
never do that.
I was throwing up the concoction of hot chip, milk, and tequila.
disgusting.
It was terrible.
Warm belly, cold grass is a personal favorite Joey moment of mine.
That's a good one.
Only because, like, in a half hour before that happened, you were like stun locking me in a corner at the Ozarks, telling me how much you love me that you don't remember any of. But
I remember. So okay. So it's not that I don't remember any of it. I don't remember in my brain. I can remember us talking, but it's like the Peanuts adults. All words are wah 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 wah. And I just remember having the conversation with you. I remember it being emotionally charged, and then I remember throwing up. That's
There
it.
were emotions.
That's
That
the
was
gap.
erotic.
That's the gap.
yeah.
I think my
Oh, I do remember being on the grass, and I do remember telling Tarek, warm belly, cold grass.
Yep.
And then
Yeah.
I wake up looking down at my chest, covered in vomit. That's where
Ew.
the memory comes back.
Speaking of the stun lock, I think the funniest for me was literally like at Emily's Halloween party. Joey is fucking absolutely obliterated, and I'm out on the porch because it was kind of hot in there. and I go outside and Z's out there and he goes, "Hey, bro, your girlfriend is currently getting stun locked by Joey." And I'm like, "What do you mean?" And I look, and Joey's got her like in a corner, go like this, and Emily just gives me a look like, "Help me!"
Oh no!
I
Oh
started
god!
dying. That shit was so
Yeah,
funny.
speaking of, you always talk about how you can't do solo episodes of the podcast because you can't talk for that long. All you got to do is have like 12 shots. Because,
tequila?
yes,
Yeah,
you'll
tequila,
stun lock your
yeah.
whole audience.
Me and tequila have such a fucking cursed relationship. Anytime tequila gets into my system, I cannot just stop at one shot. It ends up being like half the fucking bottle, and then I am just
That's
a
called
yapper.
alcoholism.
What? It's not a problem. It's a solution.
100%
My
of
problems.
shooters stop before the winning shot.
And you see, I'm not an alcoholic. It's just when I start drinking, I can't stop.
Oh,
I've seen
What do you
that.
mean I'm in
You know what's
I
another-
can't even walk. Of course not. I'm going to drive home.
Alcoholics don't run in my family. They drive.
another good Joey moment is when we had the Minecraft server. It was Abel's shit.
Oh,
Abel's
Oh,
shit.
no, it was
Oh,
Tarek's
that-
roommate.
Oh.
Matt.
Mm.
And then he why
he was
what were
on.
you
So
mad
okay,
about?
so
Joey
I
just didn't like the guy.
no, it wasn't that. I had no problems with him.
Uh-huh.
However, problems aside that I had with him,
I didn't have a problem with the
However,
guy.
right?
Besides the problems I had with him.
I had where I was building my base, and he encroached on my territory.
Bro,
So-
he was built into a side of a hill.
And it was an eyesore, and it was reducing property values.
And you're the guy who builds the same house in every world
Did
we
you just try
play.
and gentrify fucking Minecraft?
He
What,
did.
what can I say?
Hey, Donald Trump did it, and he won the presidency. So
It's true. Hey,
He
look at that.
gentrified Minecraft?
No.
He gentrified
You
Minecraft.
fucking suck.
But so we're that was the first time I built this house that I am now notorious for building. Okay, and I built the TARDIS floating in the sky on that same server. It was that world. And yeah, it was just he was too close to me. He was in my render distance, and that was a problem.
So long story short, yeah, Joey decides to, I'm not going to say that. Joey decides to terrorize, to put it in a better way, this poor dude by booby trapping his chest to blow up. And Dylan, who is spectating what young Joseph is doing, asks Joey, what did he say? Did he ask how?
He goes, no, so because he was in spectator mode, so he
Yeah.
could view the chest without opening it. The
oh,
contents
and
of
you
it.
were explaining to
And-
him how it works.
Yeah, and so he goes, wait, did you manually move every item in his chest and put it back in the same order?
As if
Because I
it
did
would
that.
matter.
And I'm like, wait, did I? And I opened the redstone chest that's tethered
And
to the like
blows up everything.
40 pieces of TNT.
And what was Joey's punishment? Did we give him a punishment?
Yeah, we gave him that helmet that made him really slow.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
We have cruel and unusual punishment in Minecraft.
Yeah.
Yeah, Abel's was hilarious, digging out the chunk.
And he could only use wooden pickaxes.
Yeah, that was funny.
What's
Except
so-
it was right in front of my fucking door.
Actually, what's
Yeah,
so
now that we've all
fucking
come
funny,
back to streaming, when are we making the lads S&P?
dude, that's,
Anytime.
honest to God, I'm
Anytime.
down. That's so fucking funny though, because I'm just now realizing in hindsight that I didn't want him building in front of my house because it was a fucking eyesore,
And you had him build
and
a
we had him dig out the chunk right. in front
Yeah,
of my-
yeah, but I'm the bad guy because Tarek's roommate was building in my render distance.
Have you ever told the story of the Minecraft trial on the podcast?
I
think
yes.
you
So we
talked
talked
about
about it with Luke. But I guess all of you were there. Luke wasn't there, so I was telling it from my perspective because he witnessed it as like an outside event, and it's something that he had. I asked him if there was a lads moment that he was curious about that he wasn't there for, and that was the one that he picked. He was like, "Can someone explain the fucking Minecraft trial? I don't understand it." And I was like,
I don't
"Well,
think we entirely did either.
well, it just kind of happened." I remember I was driving home somewhere. I was like 20 minutes from my house.
You were
And-
at Lena's, I think.
I was getting Lena's, and I get a text message from like 5 different people. SB Discord DM me.
You joined the Discord driving home. You're
Driving
like,
home.
I'm going 85 miles an hour down the road. I'll be there.
I
in a
was
second."
fucking just speeding down the road to get home, put on my suit, and got on. And then it was. I really wish. Did anybody record it?
I have a recording.
So there are
Okay.
recordings of it. The thing is, nobody was planning on dressing up. until Henry was hired as my lawyer.
Yeah.
And
We all went and got
then
our
Henry
suits.
joins and he's got a full-blown suit on. And we're like, fuck,
Yeah.
that's
We got
genius.
mocked by Henry.
Yeah, so then everybody else had to go get dressed up. That's why Jake wore his suit and his cowboy hat.
Yep.
And
I don't think anyone has a recording of our face cams though.
I don't think so.
Do you?
because I think
Oh,
somebody
my God.
recorded the
Content
trial
brain.
and then somebody recorded
I recorded
the,
my POV of it. I think I went as a spectator.
that's
No, I was on the jury.
that
That
was
was fun.
Or I think I might have had Logan do it, but I know someone recorded.
We should really
You gotta do
find
that again.
that.
Get someone to commit a crime. This time in real life, we'll have a lad's trial.
Literally, just to ask Abel to do it. He will.
That
Okay,
is
but-
true.
Trial.
Abel does commit crime.
Okay. Maybe not Abel.
Fair enough.
Why not Abel?
What-
He might go a little too far. He
That's-
might be too good at committing the crime.
well, the crimes he commits are all just crimes that get points added to your driver's license.
No. No.
no,
No.
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 I've heard Abel say some things.
I've seen
all.
Abel do some things.
Oh dear
Yeah.
God. Oh, we'll have to have that conversation after the podcast. What are we at right now? Are we at
151 rum.
No, but-
JID.
and a couple
151,
minutes of that was the pre-recording.
Yeah, so tune into the
We-
podcast. Tune into the Patreon episode where you'll get
The
another
Patriots game.
hour of content, right, Joey?
Right.
Patreon.com/Joey Moments.
I can't believe you're dropping the link because that has not gone live yet. That is made.
Well, it has now. Tune in for
damn it.
season 2.
Joey, what's crazy is you have control of the final product of.
I'm still gonna put it out. I'm
He's like, God dang it, Eric.
God dang
He
it.
just-
I have work to do in the next week
He
now to
just
get the
revealed
Patreon
it,
ready.
He
man.
just needed that
Um,
extra push.
What
you
am
know?
I gonna do?
That's what I'm
I
here
will
for,
say
you
though,
know?
so this is a good segue into something. So it's perfect timing
Hey,
though
Ron.
because we recorded some stuff in the Ozarks, just the group of us that went.
Isn't this going to come out before that? Or after that, I mean?
Before
So-
we go to watch Joey trip and eat shit again. That was so good.
So
foreshadowing.
we recorded some
Oh my
stuff in the
God.
Ozarks.
Joey, I have a TikTok idea.
Not the podcast itself. We recorded the podcast episode in the Ozarks. That will have already come out by the time this goes out. So that's the Tarek episode, which is a lot of fun to record. No, we recorded content while we were just drunk off our ass, which was really funny to record.
Is that going on the Patreon?
That will be Patreon exclusive content. Also, I will say,
I might as well just be his marketing manager at this point.
hey, you know what? More the merrier. There will probably be some
What do
other
you mean more
perks,
the
which I
merrier?
don't really know yet what those will be. That's the stuff I've been trying to figure out. People who support the Patreon, you will probably give you some shout outs or something at the end. Thanks for sponsoring the
figured that out
podcast.
yet.
Joey's really going through this whole plan in real
it's-
time right now.
I've had the Patreon made since I made the website and the Spotify for the podcast and everything and the
I don't
YouTube.
know why you don't just make an OnlyFans at this point.
Joey fans, I've
No
been saying that
one-
too. I've been saying that.
Because
Oh my God.
Tarek, what am I going to put on OnlyFans? No one wants to see me naked. My Tinder is evident of that.
don't know
have
that.
to do.
Joey, my resume will be in your email.
you understand
Okay.
that OnlyFans was made to be like a Patreon type thing. Now it's porn, but it
I
was
feel like
originally
okay.
supposed
So
to be
no,
a
so Tarek,
Patreon.
if
There
I
are
were to make a
OnlyFans people who don't
Johnlyfans,
do
I
porn.
feel like I'd be disappointing people's expectations if there wasn't porn.
Okay.
That's a fair
All
point.
right.
All
Do
right.
it like a Markiplier did.
Tasteful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, as somebody who paid for that, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I'm gonna get hate mail, Joey. Why is there a censor bar, and why is it so small?
You put a sensor bar there?
I thought it was a dead pixel.
Like a Wii sensor.
That's good.
I think that's gonna do it for this season. Thank you everyone for the support. The past 6 months as we've figured out what's going on, and I cannot wait to come back in January and set the bar even higher with a completely different setup and a different set and better equipment and the same guests. So not these guys though. They're not coming back.
Ever?
Well, probably not for a while.
Wow.
Wow.
Some of
Use
you
us
will.
for content and
Yeah.
throw us off to the fucking
After that
side.
beer tier list, I'm
What about
fine
your
with never
whore?
seeing anybody ever again.
We're used
Oh,
condoms,
whatever.
Tarek.
Honest to
That's
God.
what we are. We're used condoms.
We're used condoms.
Tarek, you've been on 3
I thought you
times
said use
already.
content.
I think you need
I'm
a
used up.
No, it's just the concept's a little different for season 2. Season 2's gonna be not. I enjoyed the solo
Not
episodes,
season 1.
but
Season 1 is gonna be season 2 is gonna be like season 1, but not.
yeah, we did the solo episodes so that everyone and people who aren't our friends can go back, kind of build a repertoire of our relationships, the dynamics. Season 2 is more about the dynamics when we're actually interacting, you know, not just telling, you know, stories of how we met or, you know, of our friendships. Like,
Wasn't
just
this
how we-
episode us interacting?
yes, and this episode will be more similar to the type of.
Sorry.
This episode will be more akin to
Oh,
the type
good,
of content that
actually.
season 2 will have.
Yeah, I bet
So-
it did.
But yeah, so, and I guess stay tuned for what that actually looks like. But again, thank you guys for the support over the last 6 months or so, and we will see you in January.
Twitch.tv/Jonas.
Got 3 more months and you could have had a kid.
Thanks for listening.
What the fuck?